escalated since then. We're not exactly TPing houses anymore. He's overthrowing national governments and starting race wars. I think that's quite slightly more serious to worry about. Though if you've got something you want to do to him, by all means.
Do you think that you could levitate a box up to that balcony?
Not with the... He starts flipping through his spell book.
We can do some wisdom checks right here for specifics.
Oh, I do happen to have levitate specifically prepared right now. What is you wish to levitate? Oh,
the box
that
with
box.
The ghoul. If we can unleash him upon Elro.
Would that work?
I don't know. I feel like it's going to get killed instantly, but it's better than keeping it in a box.
I agree, but if I start levitating a box, will that not immediately reveal to Elro that I'm alive?
Yeah, okay, that's true. I guess we'll keep this fucking weird guy.
Like the idea. Let's get a better execution.
Didn't you leave it in the caravan?
Yes. Is that not at the camp with us? At the castle?
Real. Did Real tell everyone else that he saw the corpse of the forest marshal?
Real has not said that in character yet, but one of the things Real's trying to get through everything that happened. It's just so Elro killed the forest marshal, and he's up there doing God knows what with the corpse, probably necromancy of some sort. So if you do see the forest marshal going forward, assume he's some sort of zombie under Elro's control, would be my best theory.
And so with even a wisdom check of 10, friend Elias, you can probably tell, like, oh, it's not that he's taking control of the government like he's in a position of power. It's that he's fulfilling a role that isn't supposed to be his, and nobody knows the truth, which are very different things.
Oh.
So it's just conspiracy in a way. Is that what it is?
He's a shadow government.
He is a shadow government over... Now, granted, we could probably expose this conspiracy. He walked into that party and started spouting half the nonsense I just told you. We might even be able to spark an uprising against the government. Granted, that would probably very quickly... Again, granted, that would require us to even be heard in the first place, but even if we did get people to hear us, that could very quickly spiral into a civil war, which is the last thing Nermithus needs right now.
Yes,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, Don, you speak.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's a party full of fancy people that are like, what, snobbish as fuck. What are the chances they're going to listen to us, so to speak, you know?
Very little. But there was one noble at the party I did get along rather well with, and I prefer him not to die.
I do, and that's what I was thinking is that Elro is surely a very powerful mage. Would he not just eviscerate everybody at the party at the first sign of turning? We don't know, but we suspect the Lobo Guard to be compromised, and that would, I would imagine, be a significant fighting force against us.
Yes, I think subtlety and intrigue is in order. Unfortunately, I cannot show my face in that party without being instantly exposed.
Well, let's wait for my zombie to get here, and let's wait for Igar and go to retrieve an orphan.
Actually, could you or Dawn walk into that party unobstructed?
Maybe I could, but I caused a pretty big scene. I don't know if I should go back in there.
Dawn, what about you? Could you walk back in that party?
Only you and Luciano are the only ones who would get looks if you went back in there.
Because I met someone at the party. I met the Duke of Ravenholm, and he seemed sympathetic.
I mean, look at me. I'm not a person, as you say. I'm definitely gonna get fucking looks, Real.
You're not charismatic at
Crendelia.
all? Crendelia certainly can't go, and I'm not sending Jessica off alone.
I mean, Cordelius did spring into action to defend the nobles, even though it was an illusion.
Exact that.
That's a great way of looking at it.
Maybe I am a hero. Wait, am I a hero?
I'd say you're more of a stage performer from what looks at it.
He's a sun
Hey,
champion.
illusion. Did anyone know the dragon was illusionary? As far as they're aware, you saved their lives. So what you need to do in there is you need to go back in there and ask for applause. Perhaps even payment.
I'm waiting for a zombie, though.
Right.
They probably figured it out by the end, since it was literally a level 1 spell.
Yeah, I don't think they're
as for the
stupid.
zombie- as for the zombie, you wait for a while and no zombie comes.
No.
Maybe he got
So
arrested.
what is it exactly you want us to do?
He for sure got killed. They killed him.
Yeah, the local guard probably did some fucked shit to that zombie.
No. Wait, I feel so emotionally attached.
There's more undead in the world than zombies.
No,
Okay.
there's only zombies.
Okay,
Maybe you
fuck
should
it.
summon the horde, and we can figure out how many creatures you have control.
Yo,
Maybe
this
not
guy's
here
thinking
at
with his
Castle,
brain here.
though. Maybe
Alright.
maybe not bring them all to the party right now, but once we're done here, we should gather our resources.
Okay. Do we just want? I don't know. Do you think that Elro was even stupid enough in the first place to fall for a zombie being in place of your corpse?
I'm not actually how. I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be an intact corpse, does it?
Yeah, you probably, in theory, you would have gotten splattered, right?
Do you think we could make up some giblets with pieces of meat or something along those lines?
Indeed.
Any straw around here? Rio will take off his shirt and inspect his academy clothing that he was wearing. Would we perhaps fill this with straw of some sort? And meat?
Okay. Straw, maybe not, but if we just can I sense bones? Is there a skeleton nearby?
And I sense bones.
I clutch my necromancy amulet and be like, perhaps I can sense bones.
No sensory ability within the amulet, unfortunately.
I love how you should just went, what?
No, you can command whatever it's attached to, but
You
it
can't
doesn't let you
sense
do
bones,
anything.
man. Can't
You can
sense
say-
bones.
Skeleton come here, but you can't say where are the skeletons.
You're too weak of
Okay.
a necromancer. You gotta level up more.
Can I focus on this fucking thing and try and get an idea of how many undead I control, or if I'm even controlling any undead?
Give me a spellcraft check.
Oh, I'm okay. How about knowledge arcana?
Knowledge Arcana is about like how spellcraft.
Yeah,
works.
you're right. Okay, 11.
But spellcraft is like actually sensing it, if that makes sense. It's like, yeah. I'm gonna give you a vague answer of somewhere between 6 and 10 hit dice,
Oh,
and that's all I can tell you.
interesting.
Minimum
Real
6 is
holds
not
up a
bad.
hand, trying his best to not drop all of his scrolls and wands.
Okay, listen. I think honestly, Riel, maybe just do we have any loose meat in our provisions that we can cut up and pretend as giblets, and your bones got fucking vaporized or something?
Oh, can you guys find Gregos?
It's a Gregos.
Is that one of your
yeah.
kobolds?
Gregos,
That was the,
Yes.
the ranger, right?
the other kobolds I've hired. He's a hunter. He's the one who's been providing us. He's the one who's been providing us food over this last several days.
We used
He can
to.
I
probably
don't-
find you something neat.
I don't think he has been.
I've been paying him to do so, so I hope he's been feeding you.
Hey, the numbers are on you, man.
Wait, what? Has he not been providing us food?
Like, did he
No,
join us
no,
on the
I-
journey?
I assume he has, but I'm not counting your rations for you. I assume that you've just
Oh.
not been marking rations off.
I assumed I wasn't because he has enough survival to cover for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't been directly relevant up until this moment. That's why I'm asking.
He's been generating meat in the background like a little.
Well, generating meat, it sounds exactly like we read right now. So can one of you track down Gregos? Ask him to find us some particularly fleshy bits. Sure, he's got some intestines or something somewhere.
I'll try to find them.
Nobody volunteers.
I volunteer.
I'd find my own employee. I just can't move from this spot right now, unfortunately.
All right. Where did you last see him?
Aren't you at like almost half health right now?
Yes, but I'm dead.
Is he lying down? Is Real just laying down on the ground right now?
Real has stood up by this point.
He's like in the Family Guy death pose right now. All right.
Have I
Do
brought
you
the
want me
kid
to look
back
for
by
him? I
now?
can look for him.
Where?
He's
Real.
with your
Where
other
did?
little peasants at the caravan, I imagine.
Real says that.
It's about like
Okay,
a mile or so, maybe 2 miles down the mountain.
He calls them peasants.
Down the manor.
How's long gonna take me to get down there?
Like 15 minutes.
I'll go down there. You pretend to be dead and whatnot. I'll go get him.
Do you want me to roll around in the blood?
I guess so.
Real sits down and rolls around in the blood.
With his shirt off and everything. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Like 30 minutes pass. Don comes back up, Kobold in his arms, Princess Carrie.
I assume I've come back with the child from a bit ago.
Was it Kigar and who else went?
What's Cicero?
I think
Kigar and Cicero. Did you bring the dog?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about that scene.
Oh.
Fuck. I can't move you guys onto the map because of the like names in the bottom left. Give me a moment to refresh.
what the frickin' Riz?
Oh, is there supposed to be a map? Because I've just been looking at the map of Tamaran this whole time.
Well, don't worry about that.
Okay.
They'll see this scene. Once this fucking was okay.
Ripperino.
It was Kigar and Cicero. Okay.
Good
And
right.
dog.
I don't do this often, so if this is a little wrong, okay. Do you
We will
guys
judge you this whole time.
do you guys see the map?
I do not.
No.
I just see Tam.
Nope.
Oh, they changed how this works. Hold on. Boom. There
we
you
go.
go.
I'm still on
Who the
Tamaran.
fuck is that guy? Who's that guy? Who's that guy over
Here, this might look a little weird, so I'm just gonna.
We don't know that.
How does
That
that?
looks pretty good, man.
That man.
Yeah, do you like that? You can see that it's like transparent.
Who's that guy in the purple? I don't like him.
Let's
Anyway, you guys
I-
see all sorts of stuff. You see a number of guard that's just kind of stationed here. There's all sorts of nobles in the center. A couple of them definitely stand out to you. Cicero, you see your boss. There's a lot of nobles on the map that I just didn't bother to add. The noteworthy ones stick out.
Understood.
And where is it?
TLDR.
I thought you might like that. And up here, right? You guys see the forest marshal up at the head of this table, delivering some kind of speech, and he looks perfectly healthy, despite all the rumors you've heard.
Kargar, get ready for conflict.
Oh, you think it's gonna go down?
We do not know who's
Okay.
in this room. Allies or foes.
Well, I don't see the child.
Right, and I also
You
feel
see,
like
you see
may
the
have
I didn't add him to the map, but you see
Okay.
him kind of just like awkwardly in one of the corners.
Okay, should we go get that kid? or should we like try to sneak around, listen to what this
I-
guy's saying?
I will approach my boss. You go
Okay.
grab the kid.
I go
Okay.
grab the
Espada.
kid.
Sit here and wait for Kygar to go. Alright. Cicero's gonna make it a big point to kind of just like heavily stomp. Like
Wait,
towards
I want to talk
Valius.
to. I
You
need
get a
to come
couple
with
weird
you.
looks, but he nonetheless regards you with a warm smile.
I must follow you, Cicero. Trust me. I've grabbed the kid as I wheel him behind you.
We're gonna get that kid killed.
No, he'll be. Are you gonna start? Wait, Cicero. Are you about to start a fight?
I do not know if I'm going to be attacked, but I need to approach.
What? Okay.
Okay. Look, trust. Maybe don't trust. Actually, I really do not trust the situation. Hello, Melius. How goes it?
It is good to see you. Where are your friends?
No, they split off. That dragon that appeared earlier really got them riled up.
It was a strange illusion. We could not find who had cast it upon us. Some troublemaker, no doubt.
Illusion? Truly? It looks so real.
Indeed. Well, you only saw the. I didn't see you. At a few minutes after that strange axe-wielding wizard came in and phased through it, we figured out pretty quickly it was not of solid matter.
Axe-wielding wizard? I've never heard of that before.
Didn't you introduce him as one of your friends?
Oh, he means the big sword wielding wizard.
Ah,
Oh,
right. my bad.
yes. Candelius.
That's the name.
Candelius Smith is his name.
Yes, Candelius Smith.
Friendly fellow.
So, how goes you? Are you fine? Have you enjoyed the party tonight?
It is not exactly not exactly my element, but as a member of the Lobo Guard, most importantly, captain in general, it is important that I support the forest marshal.
Oh, yes. This is my first time I'm seeing him. Any chance you can introduce me him while the room is quiet?
Well, I suppose I could, though he is quite reclusive. This is the first he has seen anyone in months. It may be best if you introduce yourself.
Okay. Would you approach with me, Kygar?
Yes.
As he kind of like,
He seems very
he'll
nice.
kind of like adamantly like tap his hilt of his sword, just to trying to signal to just in case anything happens.
Oh,
And,
sir, can you stay with this child for a mere moment?
I imagine Kiyo just he just hands him the child and walks away, and he kind of just looks down and he doesn't know what to do with him. And before he can protest, you walk over to the forest marshal, and as you approach behind him, he turns to face you and say, hello. I believe you are the mercenaries that were winners of the tournament.
Yes, we are the great ones indeed.
Correct.
It is a pleasure to meet you, my friends.
Well, technically, I am still under your employ.
As he looks you up and down, it seems like it almost takes him a moment to click, but he sees you and he says, yes, you are a member of the Lobo Guard. I see.
Correct.
I did not expect to meet another one here.
Oh, yes, I've spent my time roaming around, never sitting in one spot for too long.
And give me a sense motive, actually.
Yeah, I would love to do that. He said that's super goofy. Really funny.
Watch that one on the Switch. Ooh.
Where's my sheet? There it is. Click. Motive.
That's funny. Oh, that's pretty good.
Kigar, you can definitely tell that as soon as he realizes Cicero is a part of the Lobo Guard, his eyes kind of sharpen, and he almost shifts into a more false portfolio, if that makes sense, as he almost puts on like the professional voice, like 10% higher.
Oh, okay.
I am Cicero de Leon of the Lobo Guard. How do you do,
I am,
Forest
as
Marshal?
you say that again.
How do you do, Forest Marshal?
Very well. I have been rather sick as of late, though. By some miracle, I seem to have recovered for this momentous occasion.
This
Where
woman.
are your fellow allies, if I may ask?
Well,
They
after
have
the
had to
incident
depart.
with the dragon, everybody's kind of scattered.
I wouldn't expect them to run off so early.
Why were you so eager to meet them? May I, or us?
A ruler must acquaint himself with some of the stronger members of his populace. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, that spectacle with the tournament would have anybody's eyes open, Kygar. Open real
I see,
wide.
yes. I saw, are you trying to acquire workers from us? As I must warn you in advance, I am not looking for work.
Oh, no, my intentions do not align with your institute. No offense, of course, though. We
What do you
simply
mean,
have
what institute?
different goals in mind.
What institute am I a part of?
He points to the. You have like a holy symbol, don't you?
I got the sun necklace.
Yeah, he'll point to that and say, the Kenjoku are, well, we're well acquainted, but our ideals are slightly different.
Oh,
Igar's
it's kind
eyes
like
kind
a
of sharpen a
church and
little bit.
states type of situation.
They are good people indeed. I may come to rely on them in the future.
Oh yes. Well, as I would suggest you come over to me. It's much closer to come to Tamran than it is to come all the way up to the mountains to meet our council.
Yes, Kygar is a prominent member. If there's anything you would need, he would be the first one you would approach.
If I find it necessary, I would love to.
And may I
Unless
ask
you
what
have
services
an
you would
offer.
need?
Merely matters of the forest. Though, for now, those services are unnecessary.
I do not wish to pry, forgive me, but what do you mean by matters of the forest? Is there
Well,
problems?
strange things happen in the. What's it called? Strange things happen deep into the Fangwood.
Like
Yeah,
what things?
yes, I've experienced some myself, if I must tell the truth. But what is? I did not know the forest marshals were in on it.
I wouldn't. In on it is an incorrect
Kygar.
statement.
Oh, I didn't. That's not how. That's not how I meant it. I meant like, or aware of it is what. I'm on. My English is not of perfect.
I
Percent.
understand. It is sometimes common for your folk. Though, yes, I know that the Kenjoku are deep in the forest, at least for the most part. Assuming
That's
they
true.
are not spending their time in the mountains.
Yes, that is one thing that keeps us quite separated. The monasteries are quite high, and if you wish to leave as a Kenjoku, you must prove yourself by navigating the treacherous forests.
Oh, but that said, I have heard there is a outpost somewhere nearby.
You would
somewhere
like
in the
us to
thing.
investigate it?
No, but I would like to know of its whereabouts. After all, you could end up being useful.
Not so
Of
now you are
course.
hiring us.
No, but it is good to keep tabs on potential employees.
All right.
Did you know about the big monster?
There are many monsters
It was
in
like
this country.
it was about 12 feet tall and had 3 legs and screamed like no creature I've ever heard.
I can't say I've met him. I'm not acquainted.
Okay, I assumed that was a part of it, but the Pathfinders are dealing with that situation.
The Pathfinders. That does seem accurate.
How do you
And
feel
do
about the Pathfinders? Are they
share-
also acquaintances? Oh, go ahead.
You did find out from your contact that there is that Kenjoku Forest outpost. If you remember what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do remember that now. Yes,
Yes,
that slipped my
I
mind.
have it marked on the map as well. Do you share that location with him?
No, I probably just kind of vaguely was like, oh, I've actually never been to that specific outpost, but I know of it. I would have to ask some of my colleagues where its exact location is. I've had no need to go there.
Roll me a bluff.
Okay, I'm bad at that.
I see. Well, if you happen to figure that out, I would love to, well, keep in contact, we could say.
Of course. Letters are always good means of communication, so we will do that.
Indeed. Now, was there something you needed, perhaps?
No, I think we've had a good conversation. Introductions were made. I think me and Gargar are fed too. We've eaten some food while we were here. I think it's
That's
time
very
for us to head
delicious.
out.
I hope you enjoy it. And
Yes.
please, tell your friends I said hi.
Of course.
Okay. And do you support starving children? We run an organization that helps feed and shelter children who are unfortunately forced to live
Hey.
upon the streets.
Do it now. Yeah, do it now. Child, do the face.
You look over and then
he waves
now
over
it's
to the
just kind
kid.
of-
So come now, child.
He reluctantly wheels the child over.
Is this one in a wheelchair? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
And the forest marshal will look at you and he says, no, I do not support the starvation of children. I hope you do not treat them that way.
No, we provide them the best care we can.
Well, that sounds delightful.
Yes. And it is of course a profitless organization, and any help we can get goes a long way. And if you are able and willing, any support you are able to give, preferably financially, would go a long way.
I will take it up with my advisors.
Well, splendid. You know where to find us.
I'm sure I
To
will.
send mail is the correct word, Skygar.
Yes, the location.
Or just send it to the mail office in that city we came from. You know the name.
Tamrat.
That's
The capital city that we all forget.
of course, yes. It's
Is that all? Do you guys walk away after that?
I
I
think
mean, do
so.
you want us to have an interaction in this room before we leave?
That's up to you. You guys had the chance earlier, though. You kind of just ate food.
I think we need to talk to Roland. We need to. I think we already. I already talked to the priest. He was a little bit of a goober. And we talked to your boss.
I'm so down.
That purple suit man there. Perhaps he has some cash.
Seems to be quite loud. Let's approach.
Yes.
I didn't expect you guys to see this room very peacefully. All right.
We're doing our best.
We are
just-
reactionary. We are not the action ones.
That is true. That is true.
Hello, good sir.
Except when you.
What did you say, Fred?
I was say except when they are.
Fair enough.
So that's all.
It's a fair point. It's a very fair point, man.
This. And you know what? There.
Oh,
How does
you want me to take over?
How does the greatest napkin salesman in Nermathus react
Oh
to
my
this
god.
strange duo?
Hello. Hold on. This is. There's a
You
reason
could take a
use
sec.
his voice a lot. Hello. No, that's not it. Hello. No.
Try saying the name. That's how I always find it getting into his
Roland.
character work.
I am Reginald Roland. How do you do?
Gotta roll the R's.
Ah, yes. Well met. What was it? Roland, Reginald, Anthony, Raylan the Fourth Seniors. What you said?
No. I said Anthony Roland Reginald Jr.
Oh, my mistake. I apologize.
Wait, is this the same guy? Fuck, we're in the same world, aren't we?
No, he was in Everon.
Oh, is he? Okay, then yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Forget it.
This is Galarian, man.
This is a different universe. So
I'm
this is the.
Roland
I mean.
Jr.
Oh well met. What brings you to this? How do you know the king?
Oh, I recently made a deal with the Forest Marshal to introduce a new line of napkins that last 10 years.
Napkins?
Yes, my dear boy. Quite exquisite napkins. Let me show you. And he'll pull out the napkin, and it'll be like he'll like open it up, and like confetti will pop out, and he'll kind of just raise it up.
Oh my god! Wow, how marvelous! It's So what does it do other than besides like regular napkins? Is it magical of some sort?
Oh, it's the magic of the heart. You see, what one believes a napkin can be anything.
Even a napkin.
You can use it to clean your face, make a paper airplane. I don't know what an airplane is, but it's something I've been told.
It's say a bird. You could say it'd be paper bird.
You can make. You can fold it, and it can be certain shapes. I'm calling it. I need to call it something though. This is my invention as well.
Oh, perhaps name it after yourself.
Yes, I shall call it Roland's Folds.
Does that sound a little promiscuous? Does it not?
No, it's a perfect name.
Oh,
You have an issue with my name, Sir Reginald's
No.
name?
I'm just a humble man. I apologize.
Guards, this man has an issue with my name.
I will have the dumb character. The ones that lasts forever.
The guards start to come over at the commotion, and they start to kind of separate the
Whoa,
the NPC.
Roland, what is? I have no issue. Why do you have an issue?
telling me my name is promiscuous. My name would never be promiscuous. How dare
I
you?
meant the name of the napkins. The fact that it's your fault.
What is wrong with it being my fault?
It's rather promiscuous.
I think I agree. It is a bit promiscuous. It is not promiscuous. How dare you?
Do you
The
wish
guys-
to be in my folds?
The guards are separating you now.
Would you like some
Okay.
napkins in your folds?
What the fuck?
Is that a threat?
No, I'm not selling them to you. Do you want to buy?
Only if you give me money for my orphanage.
Maybe we could see. Maybe we have business now.
Oh my god. The Roland is
Oh my
separated
fuck.
from you guys by the guard.
Damn it. Goodbye, Roland. Next time we see him, we have to get him to give a bunch of big napkin donation to the orphanage.
I already have the fucking idea of how that's gonna go down.
Oh, let's go. Okay. Well, Cicero.
We should have had
Should
another
we-
person here. It's very hard for me to bounce back with myself.
Should we try to communicate with more of these nobles, or should we go back out there and help
You
Riel with
talk
his
to the
problems?
party. I expected you guys to start trying to meet nobles before.
Yeah, but then Riel kind of got kidnapped.
Well, maybe we grab everybody but Rial.
Okay.
Unless we
Wait,
want to disguise
okay.
Rial, but I don't know if one of us are capable.
Brandelius and crew that aren't in the banquet, the Kigar, Cicero, and Espada come back. No child, because you left him with Malleus.
Oh.
What do you guys do?
Well, we have a reason to go back.
You guys
Oh.
are leaving this child like holy shit.
He's
Who is
with
this?
the head
is-
guard. Don't worry about it.
You brought a child with you to beg for money.
We have already made a little bit. And a potential napkin deal on the horizons.
And this is ethical in your eyes.
The money goes to him.
I would say
There's
I don't
easier
have an
ways to
issue with
advertise
that.
on advertisement, but alright.
As long as the children are being fed and have soft beds, I don't.
Yeah, he just got to enjoy that banquet. I'm sure he's having a blast.
See, maybe it's just all the blood I've lost from my head, but you're actually starting to make sense, Kiga.
Yes.
Did somebody find Gregos?
Don did. He brought him back.
Gregos! Sorry, I don't
Who's
mean
that?
to make you play another character if you don't want to.
All right,
Who's that guy?
voice.
Is the hunter who's been feeding you for the last month, by the way. You're welcome to say hello.
I have not eaten any of his food. I didn't know he was giving it to us.
He's the one who's been supplying us with camp supplies.
Oh, I've been doing my own hunting.
You can hunt on your own. Half the reason I hired him is 'cause I didn't think any of us knew how to hunt.
I mean,
Hunted before.
wait, I think.
You knew how to hunt.
Just a little bit. Kind of off instinct.
Well, I've been paying him 80 gold a month for the last several months.
Jesus.
That's 60.
Or 60 gold. I need to open my business doc.
We'll worry
That's
about that later.
A month? Wait, that's a lot of. That's a big wage for someone who just gets the meat.
No, 80 gold. Yep, you quoted me 80 gold for him.
Damn, that's crazy.
You paid that?
Yes!
he's useful for more than just that, but that's the only thing you guys have used him for.
I have multiple employees. I have like half a dozen staff. I'm all surprised you all don't. It's wonderful having extra hands around.
Well,
Surprised none of you have met Gregos before now.
we did meet him. It's just none of us were willing to look him in the eyes.
Yeah, he's a little bit scary.
2 feet tall.
Yeah, look at those eyes.
They look like
Gregos, you have my permission to defend yourself.
He's a danger to us.
Just-
That's what this seems like.
I don't think
He's a
that's enough.
level 2 ranger.
He could probably kill a whole village if he wanted to.
Yes, and he's been doing that to the local deer population to keep you fed.
He's been doing that to the locals?
Oh my god.
No, the local animal population.
This is another one I have to arrest.
Dawn? He kills Dawn's family?
He's a strangler.
Oh my
Dawn
god.
is not an animal. Dawn is a knoll. There's a very big difference.
Everybody looks at Dawn and questions.
What?
Dawn, do you identify as an animal?
Yeah, Dawn, how do you feel about that statement?
I'm sorry. Tune back in. I'm sorry.
Do you
We're saying that
consider
you're an
yourself an animal?
I mean, you're sweating.
Are you vegetarian, Dawn?
It seems he has a bit of an identity crisis.
Maybe he's animal curious.
You struck a nerve.
Animal curious, perhaps.
Should we get the fuck out of here or
That's
what?
don't.
Wait, Cicero, Crendelius, what did you say about him being the Scranton Strangler?
It's just from the scrolls at the monastery. One of my favorite scrolls.
Oh, I have not read that story yet. The kids seem to love it.
We need to create a corpse. Gregos here can hunt meat. We're going to make we're going to make something that looks vaguely like a corpse.
There's also
That is the current plan.
we kind of have to
I thought we were
return
going to go
the
back.
banquet. Yeah, we need to return to the banquet. There might be a couple.
Why did we return to the bank?
We need to get the kid. We forgot him again, and we need to talk to more nobles.
I'm sorry, you
Then
forgot
go
the
back to
child.
the banquet.
We were talking to a napkin guy, and he's still with the war chief, just hanging out. I don't know.
Why would you leave him with somebody who we suspect to be compromised?
Because he doesn't know that we know.
Yes,
Oh,
we fooled them completely.
Also, the forest marshal is really sketchy.
wait, you saw the forest marshal? I thought he was dead.
We talked to him.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation with the guy, and he potentially wants to hire the Kenjoku clan to do stuff, and it sounded like he also didn't seem to trust the Lobo Guard.
Okay, but are we sure that that's just not Elro with the disguised person self?
No, it's for sure.
Well, then let's go back in there.
Did he detect his magic?
I didn't check.
No, we don't need all that. We already wait.
Try to subtly detect him as magical. That
Actually-
would probably give away if he's an illusion or not.
Actually, I forget.
Well,
Kagar don't know that.
We didn't do that. We just he seemed a little bit suspicious, but I don't know. He said he got better, and people get better all the time.
I saw
Yeah,
the
what's that?
forest marshal laying dead in his bed with Elro looking over him.
Oh my god.
I should
Wait.
mention, he looked like he was dead for months. He was like mega dehydrated times 6.
Whoever you met at the forest is not the forest marshal, and I would guess is glowing incredibly powerful magical.
That might
If
be
it's not an
Well-
illusion spell, it's a summon or something worse.
That might be why he refused to shake our hands.
If he's an illusion, he literally can't shake your hands.
Or maybe that's why he wouldn't give us money.
Mind you, Elro is an incredibly powerful archmagi.
What
We
is
should
the
try and
art-
kiss him.
That's what I was thinking.
Actually,
I mean,
Grandelius-
you should try and kiss. I think you would enjoy that.
Yeah, Grandelius, he doesn't know you, so maybe you can.
He was
pull that
pretty
off
handsome.
when we go back.
He's a bit old for my taste.
He did remember you though as the guy who attacked the illusion.
Oh, I should not go up there then.
No, he's
No, they thought I think they thought it was entertaining.
They thought it was, but the post-dinner entertainment.
They knew immediately. They said it somehow. I don't know how, but they knew immediately it was an illusion.
What? That's
I don't know.
I thought I put on a pretty good show.
Me too.
I guess the fact that it couldn't move or talk or, attack.
In hindsight.
All right, well, fuck it. I'll go back up there. But I want to get out of here. I feel like this is all bad, and we are asking for something bad to happen.
No,
I think we need to come up with a plan, but me and Gregos will work together to make a corpse. You all finish your business up at the party.
Look.
Okay, have fun with the necromancy.
Look, guys.
It's not necromancy, I'm literally building a me.
Sounds like necromancy, but Cicero, go ahead.
Who's going up there?
Look, this is our
I'll
cheat
go up.
code. Once we leave and enter like 6 times, we unlock the secret weapon.
Oh.
Okay. I think everyone but Riel and Gregos are going in.
Yeah, Real, Jessica, and Gregos are going to work together to make a fake real body while the rest of the party goes to have fun.
Interesting.
He's definitely going to get kidnapped while we leave, guys.
Don and Tenchi, are you guys going with them?
I'm trying to think because
You can stay with the Riel if you want.
I'm still with the real. Yeah,
Sir.
so, yeah. I'm gonna say real, just so he doesn't get fucking ass blasted by. Okay, what was this rival name again? It was
Elro.
The man you want to kill is named Elro Featherguard, the most pompous elf who ever elfed.
I like elves. They're rather nice.
Yeah,
They're nice to look at.
I'm just gonna guard.
I've never met a mean elf, and I know of none.
I've never met an ugly elf. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of the reason he doesn't like me. He's Elro's a bit of a elf supremacist. He part of the reason we ended up getting into that rivalry in the first place is he didn't believe orcs were capable of magic.
I mean, if I was an elf, I'd probably be a supremacist too. Like, look at them compared to the other races; they're just better.
You're so hot.
Yeah,
You're very supportive, Kigo.
I mean, Crandelius is right though.
They got a mysterious, sexy hair.
Well, if you want to head up there and pledge yourself to his cause, you know where I am.
Well, no, we should get Crandelius to make love to him so he joins our cause.
Oh, no, I'll fuck him to death.
Oh, that's a better idea.
Elro to fight Elro?
He'll die of dehydration, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
I mean, I suppose that would work, but please do not tell him I am alive.
The enemy of your enemy. The enemy of your enemy is your friend. So if we make him our friend, that means he hates himself for being his own enemy because he's also our friend. Therefore, he's his own enemy. Therefore, he's our friend.
I see nothing wrong with
that's just no. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, okay.
I love you, but that's wild.
Well, anyhow, Tenchi pipes up from the corner. What exactly are we doing?
Your mom corpse.
We're making a corpse, retrieving an orphan, and what else?
And then leaving.
Oh,
But flirting with nobles first.
Yeah, Crandelius needs to make up with the fire marshal.
We're just leaving?
I think we need to come up with a plan going forward, and I don't have time to think right now.
It's spooky over here.
Like, Tenchi, I feel like we're gonna get our shit kicked in by like an arc wizard if we stick around for too long, right? Like,
also, at some point, someone's bound to come out of those doors and be like, "Yo, why are they out here? That's so weird."
Yeah, we don't think that Elro just looked over the balcony and saw us loitering here, did he?
Who knows?
Maybe he's the type of person who would do something like evil and just walk away without really caring about it, you know?
Yeah, you know what? I can see that. Anyways, let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, let's go back in there.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Wait, what's...
Suppose I'll follow.
Okay, Tenchi, you can come with us, or you can stay with Dawn and protect Riel from possible jumpers.
Wherever I'm needed, I suppose.
There's this interesting.
Go with them. Oh god.
You have free will, Tenchi. What would you like to do?
I don't believe I'll be at any help making a corpse, so I suppose I'll go with you.
All right.
Welcome, friend. Your company is welcome.
We should get apple pie before we go.
Do you need
Hey.
apple pie?
Where is our
He's-
orphan?
He's with that guy.
He's with Mr. TLDR.
He's with the big burly man.
At the
Alright.
back right.
Okay. I'll retrieve our child.
Okay, but don't forget to flirt with the man.
Okay.
Wait, should I? Wait, Malleus doesn't know him. I should go with him.
No, we were introduced. Hey, well met, Malleus.
He turns around. He's clearly a little bit annoyed, and he just doesn't know what to do with this child that he's
I'm
been
here.
given.
I'm here to take my child back from you.
This is your child?
No, it's one of the orphans that I am taking care of at the orphanage.
You are a concerning caretaker.
I've been told by many people I'm quite paternal. A suitable quality in a mate, wouldn't you think?
I don't know if I want to give you this child anymore.
He's flirting with the wrong man.
Hey, I'm down.
Where's
And she's just gonna walk up behind him and say, I think what he means is the child would be safe with him around.
I don't. He's gonna wheel the child away.
We are great caretakers for them.
Oh, shit.
Did he take the kid?
Wait, Kigar! Our first orphan just got adopted.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, sir, you can keep him.
I'm so proud.
Was this Steve?
We did it.
No.
This was the-
No,
this was a
that wasn't
nameless-
Steve.
Nameless
Yeah,
orphan in
the-
a wheelchair.
No,
You
your
have
name
to
is
sign
Exactly.
off on something? Isn't there any
Steve went to the
paperwork for
mine.
this kind of thing?
Sarah got sent away, and then we had. I think it was Jebediah is what I named him.
Was it?
Was it Calcifer?
I
Wasn't it
think
Calcifer?
I would have to check the VOD. You're right. It was Calcifer.
Oh, wait, I like that name.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Well, there's a bunch of them didn't have names when I found them, so we can name more.
Oh, okay. Lucifer, be a good boy.
Okay, well, that's a future
Oh my
Lobo
God.
card. That's going to be an interesting future plot point.
Hey, wait, is that the king over there?
That guy?
Did they just?
Yeah.
I thought he was the forest marshal.
I've been saying forest marshal and king interchangeably. They're the same thing.
They're synonymous.
Yeah, you should go flirt with him.
He's kind of too old for me.
I know, but he think about the money. He'll die soon anyway.
Do you think that I could pull crown?
Yes.
You never know till you try,
You're a
right?
very handsome man.
I undo the top of my robe.
Getting a little spicy, aren't we?
Hail and well met, king. I bow deeply.
Gonna stand off to the side.
Igar's gonna sit here across from Cicero and
I'm gonna ask for another sense motive check.
From everyone?
Yeah. This one's pretty obvious, so I'll let everyone make it.
Just the same fuck answer fucking around.
Where's that skill?
I think Cicero's not good at that.
No.
Your child got.
Oh, I got a plus
one.
Huge.
Pretty much everyone but Cicero notices this guy, his face turned pale as he like sees Crandelius. And as he kind of casually tries to clear his throat, he says, "Ah, my friend, it is you are one of the adventurers, are you not?"
Yes, I'm sorry, sir. Does my striking beauty off-put you?
You could say that.
Well, I wanted to meet you, and because we won the tournament, and that was our reward. Anyways, you seem uncomfortable. Are you okay?
I'm sorry, I have had a bout of sickness, though I think I'm much better now.
I've heard. We have a healer with us if you would like him to inspect you.
I have been treated by the finest healers. That is one of the reasons we are celebrating this momentous occasion, as a matter of fact.
Yes. Praise the sun's rays for healing us and all that, yes. Crandelius, knowing this is likely Elro, I'm not very good at it, but can I try and do a sneaky check to see if there's any fucking kind of disguising magic on him, or
That would be a spellcraft.
checks out to me.
That skin sure looks like real skin.
Anyway, sir,
Yeah, real
May I-
skin, real
may I
skin.
shake your hand and let you get back to the festivities?
He kind of smiles very friendly, and he reaches out a hand and he says, "Perhaps I can show you something that I've been working on. You seem like a reputable man."
A trick? A magic trick, perhaps? What is this?
You could call it that. I've had a certain project in the works.
Okay. Continue.
And as you shake his hand, his hand is warm. Actually, no, it's actually quite cold. As you feel his hand, as if it's like snow cold. And he says, "It is not something I would discuss in public, though. If you would follow me."
Yeah. Well, can my friends come? I wouldn't want to leave them out of this.
I wouldn't want to draw too much attention. I think it would be best if we leave alone.
Oh, so it's like that, huh? Well, allow me to freshen up in the bathroom before I meet you in your chambers, sir.
My chambers?
Wait, where? How do I describe this situation? Oh no, I'm terribly embarrassed. Please excuse me.
Oh my god, that was the best! That was the best sell ever!
Don't cry, Grandelius. Don't cry.
No, Cordelius, it's okay, it's
Myself in
okay.
front of the king. We need to leave now.
Okay, we will go.
Calm down, Cordelius.
I
It's
love
okay.
the fact. I love the fact that he made the.
Oh, Fred, you cut out.
What?
Oh my god.
What about me?
Benji,
You cut out.
do you stay here?
What?
Yeah.
You cut out pretty bad there, Fred.
I mean,
didn't
I
hear
guess I'll just like follow behind and just.
Does he
give
do
him a look
anything?
as
Does
I
he
pass.
try and stop me? Does he just accepted that I'm just leaving?
Can I like give him a look up and down as I pass him?
As in like a sense motive or like a perception check?
Can I get a spellcraft?
Sure.
I don't know what
You can
Crandelius
cast
rolled
detect
earlier.
Do you have detect magic?
No, I have Detect Fiendish.
That's so funny.
Wait, so if he's not like an evil outsider, he looks normal.
Unless it's terrible. Unless it's
Were
a terrible
you
disguise.
casting anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just
With a spellcraft 12, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Maybe like his robes are enchanted just the slightest bit to look nicer, but that's about it. Normal rich people shit.
Just walk on by without saying a word.
Okay.
Okay, hold it, you four.
No, we need to get out of here. That guy was going to definitely try and do what he did to Riel to me, right?
Yes, but he's
That
not
sounded
gonna do it
very
here in front of everybody here.
Yeah,
That's
I've never gotten full body chills talking to that. But listen, I couldn't detect any kind of enchantments on him. But that dude is bad news.
You, a famous wizard, powerful, could not do it?
I know. Despite my years of training, I never really picked up a knack for it.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's all right.
We can still mingle and pretend like you're embarrassed every time you look at them.
I mean, dude, what do we need from here though? I'm getting a bad feeling about all of this.
Okay. Tenchi, how do you feel? Do you feel like you've had enough time here?
I'm
Well,
sad.
let's see. Since I've gotten here, I've been swarmed by moles and then came outside and, well, yeah, we can leave if we want.
That's okay.
Okay. Let us.
I'm sure we'll get to meet these other nobles in the future. They seem rather intriguing.
Certainly. That Roland fellow was interesting.
Yes. All right, let's go.
You guys leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Num 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 num.
There we go.
How's the body going?
That's a good question.
Blew up.
How is the body going?
I guess it would be a disguise check because you're trying to disguise something that isn't human as real.
Alright, I have no ranks in disguise. I have no charisma. She has a negative charisma. She has -1 charisma.
She has no. Jessica has no ranks in disguise. Isn't she a rogue?
She took 1 level of rogue, which I put into disable device because
Oh.
I thought she was going to be the trap person.
That's so.
I did not expect to be making disguise checks. Does Gregos have any ranks in fucking disguise?
Did you put any in him? You made a sheet.
I didn't. I don't know. Hold on. Let me. Okay, none of us have any skill at disguise. My best is real at +0.
That's so funny.
Can I assist myself?
I'll allow it.
Okay, cool. So this +4. Nat
Okay.
20!
Off.
Nat 20! Nat fucking 20!
Let's fucking go.
That's crazy.
Oh my god. Don't even have a disguise check, kid, or anything. Lucky.
Okay.
The hell did I do?
Tenchi, Cicero, Crendelius, and Kigar. You guys come back outside to where the others were. You see Real dead on the floor.
Oh, what the hell? Did he fall out the window again?
I healed him. What's going on?
Maybe Dawn
This
had
is
enough with
fucking-
him. He finally did it.
Cast healing magic, somebody.
Wait, so was it just our imagination that he got up and he was alright earlier?
I think I heard somewhere that sometimes your body doesn't react to trauma immediately, so perhaps he was able to get up and then he just got splattered where the fall caught up with him.
Maybe his peasants had enough.
He just spontaneously splattered.
Well, as funny as that would be, as someone with medical training, that's definitely not how that works.
Oh, what? Really?
Yes.
Maybe
So
his
how do you
servants had
explain
enough
this,
with him and
Kygar?
decided to off him. That hunter is.
Are the rest of them not around?
I mean, Real,
And
do
she's
you
gonna
come
look
out
up
yet?
from the body. Look up from the body and look around.
I don't know. Where am I? I
Yeah,
figured
you're
out.
right there.
Oh, hello,
Alright.
Real. Wait,
Walks
Real.
over.
Oh
I
my
like to think I
God.
did a pretty good job.
How did you clone yourself?
My God, Riel, you are stunning.
It's mostly makeup, honestly.
It's the
I,
one. It is the enemy.
You own
Get him.
makeup? Yeah, why do you own makeup?
You say it like that's a bad thing. It's
I'm
practice. 'Cause I
curious.
think I'm going to need to be doing this on a regular basis. Unfortunately, with Elro assuming I am dead, I can't exactly walk around as Riel Kanto. Trying to think of a new disguise, and at this point, you guys are going to realize Riel has changed back into the same like face covering outfit that he was wearing during the tournament. Any ideas for a new half orc friend of yours?
Well,
Oh,
I
you
don't
should-
believe you need a new disguise. I believe you need a new identity altogether.
Exactly.
Dan, if only I could turn you blue.
Something like.
What
I'm thinking something
about?
along the lines of Frederick Kenjoku?
Oh,
What
you want-
about? Okay, I was going to suggest he could be our new calcifer.
You want to be an orphan?
Who's Calcifer?
The orphan.
The one
You
in
got
the
adopted
wheelchair that
tonight.
they were rolling
He got
around.
adopted.
I didn't know they had names.
They grow up so fast.
1 minute they're in a fake wheelchair, next minute they're being adopted by war generals.
Sounds like he's got a great life to look forward to.
It'll be exciting, I know
Okay.
that.
That's so true. Hey, we should get out of here because Alro was definitely trying to kill me.
Oh,
Also,
you
he-
met Elro?
Okay, I can't say for sure, but the forest marshal, who we know is dead, was out there, and then he said something about wanting to take me to a private room to show me something he's been working on.
Told you, it's Elro. He wants to steal your body. He's aware of you, and he's aware of your power.
Do you guys, could he have possibly animated the actual corpse? Because when I shook his hand, it was ice cold.
That is entirely possible. I am not a powerful mage, but I am certainly aware that animating the dead, or even simply a magical jar which allows you to swap your consciousness into another's body, is entirely within his realm of possibility.
Well, let's have this conversation on the traveling cart.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
The question, of course, is where to?
Where are we
going
we
from
need
here?
to head towards the Fang Forest.
Why?
What awaits us in the Fang Forest? Just Tamaran does not seem safe for us right now.
Well, there's certain things going on over there that I feel like we might want to investigate.
Such
Also-
as?
He will apparently be looking for the Kenjoku Forest outpost.
Yes, we need to investigate that outpost, and I also want to see about what might have happened with the Lobo Guards HQ.
And warn the Kenjoku what's coming, because it sounds bad.
And are both of those objectives in the same direction?
They're both in the forest.
They're both in the
Sounds
forest.
like that sounds like we've got a goal.
Let's go, friends. I also am gonna put on my amulet and I'm gonna summon the undead to come to me. We need to know what this is, right? I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yes.
Now this is going to be fun.
All right, so I guess we're going to be going and living in the woods for the time being.
Why? Would you have a problem with that? Too rich, huh?
No, just never done that before, and I didn't know any of us had any sort of survival ability.
We were in the woods when we had to get the crypt of the Everflame.
Yes, but we didn't have to live in there.
We spent many nights in there.
Yes, eating already prepared food. Foraging for food is not my area of expertise.
No, you remember incorrectly. I hunted for us.
You did? Then
Yes,
why did
and
I hire a hunter if you were perfectly good at hunting? Ah, my head hurts.
And then I don't think believe I hunted every night. But some nights I hunted, and one time I found a zombie.
I have no memory of this.
I don't think you were there for the zombie.
Lead the way. I just need some time to clear my head and figure out a plan of attack.
Well,
So,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
do you guys want to start at Casson? Because the caravan kind of took you to Tamran, and it'll take a week to get back there, even with or without the caravan. Though I assume you're not taking the caravan because, you know.
Can we get the map of the? Can we get the map of Tamran of the
world.
country up?
You see, I didn't actually decide where the manor was. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Oh,
That's why you got to decide right now.
well, that's really important right now.
Well, I kind of expected you guys to fucking hold on.
Did you expect a big fight in the fucking castle at the banquet?
I mean, I didn't expect it. That was an option. I expected you guys to just go back to Tamran. I was gonna be like, okay, they take a week to travel.
I mean,
can go
Tamran
back
is
easily
definitely
if
an
you want.
option.
Yeah, if you want to railroad us.
Yeah, we'll go
No.
back.
That's not okay. Listen, it's the manor just doesn't have a specific place because I haven't decided.
Why don't you just put it smack dab in the middle?
I can't do that for reasons.
Understandable. You should roll
we
to
are
see where it
weeks.
goes.
We are a
Probably
week away
days.
from Tamran.
Yeah. So
How far is a
honestly,
week?
How far is a week?
100 miles?
Somewhere like that. Yeah.
So we're like here-ish?
Something of the sort. I think a little farther west. I didn't do the math, man. But I would say somewhere around Skeleton Roslar's Coffer, one of those like settlements.
All right, so like here-ish? That's 140.
Sure.
Isn't it in the forest?
There we go.
Oh, there's the Kanjoku Forest outpost.
Actually, you know what? Bring this to like there. Yeah. Okay.
So on the other side of the forest or the other side of the river?
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom.
Okay. Prendelius. How
Yes.
long did it take for it to travel a mile? I guess this doesn't really matter, but I'm kind of curious.
Oh, fuck, I calculated
Do your
this.
math.
I forgot my math. I did a whole calculation because I'm building my setting. I wanted shit to be like accurate.
Okay.
Oh wait, you just gotta go feet.
Prendelius, after about like 20 to 30 minutes, you hear a bit of clicking, like against like of like bones against rock. And a few minutes after, you see I copy something else to my clipboard, so I don't have to. Here it is. So you know how spiders don't have skeletons?
Oh no.
They do have an exoskeleton.
I
Elaborate.
don't like this. I don't like
What
this.
the
I don't like what you're doing.
what the fucking shit?
What are we looking at? I don't see anything.
Oh.
Prendelius, you see this, and then as the party catches up, you guys all see the exoskeleton of a massive spider. Oh, that's not what I meant to send.
What?
I already clicked it. I got all the stats.
You're a little bastard.
I clicked
Why
it.
did it's not fucking copying to my clipboard? What the hell? This is so cursed. There we go. No, it did. I don't know why it wouldn't copy to my clipboard for some reason.
Oh man!
But you guys see this like massive hulking like exoskeleton, completely hollow. Actually, no, it's filled with like various things, but don't worry about that.
This thing fucking rules.
The
Wait,
fuck is
what?
this shit?
This is my undead. No wonder a zombie didn't come when I summoned a zombie. This is way better than a fucking zombie.
What the hell is this Tyrannid biosphere?
This is yours. Tell it to jump.
Jump!
It jumps.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Tell
We
them to
can
do a
take
little
over
dance.
the forest.
We do a little
Can
dance.
I ride it?
Guys,
Fucking try.
we should
large.
go.
It is large size, so I guess you can.
We could go back to Cassin and destroy that evil wizard right now.
I mean, you guys are still at the manor, aren't you?
I thought we were on the road.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
I guess
are we? We're here on the red thing here, right? Here near Skelt.
you guys are.
Did I roll a geography check to realize something?
Yeah.
Hold on. Does Real know what's on the other side of here?
Fucking isn't that's in the direction of Corvosa.
That's Corvosa, yeah.
Yes.
That's literally on the other side of these mountains is Corvosa.
Though you guys haven't hit the mountains yet.
Gentlemen, I have an idea.
What?
We're in Nermithus right now, but if we continue heading west like here, we're going to hit some mountains. But over that is Corvosa, the capital of Varsnia.
What is Corvosa?
Okay.
Corvosa is the city I grew up in. It's where myself and Elro are from, and perhaps most notably, it's where the academy itself is based.
Oh.
So where are you
what do you
going
want to
with
do
this?
there?
I don't know, but it's a very large city with a very large amount of problems, and it's very far from Elro.
Are you saying we go there and do a bunch of jobs and then come back?
Part of the reason I came to Nermithus, and Tamran specifically, was to get away from Corvosa and get as far away from Elro as possible to get allies in order to defeat him. That's not possible right now because he's come to me.
Are you saying you're using us?
Well, he's let us
I'm
know that
asking
he
you to
used
help.
us in the beginning.
I've said the main reason I asked you to join us was as allies against Elro. If that is no longer the case, I will stop following you. But that is my main goal in life right now, is to stop myself from being disintegrated. I like to assume I've been rather forward with that.
You think he will come get us if we go to these forest objectives?
Almost most certainly. Part of the reason I came here was to get away from Corvosa, because I was under the impression that he built up a power base here in Corvosa and was going to use the powers of Corvosa to march on Nermithus. However, as it has turned out, he's built up a power base here in Nermithus.
He intends to expand it.
I don't know. There's a very large, sizable city on the other side of these mountains. Though,
Well, I know he intends to take over the Kenjoku clan. I do know that.
do you think we will find allies in Kenjoku?
It's not too far, but the village outpost is not too far from here, and he wishes to find it.
Then let us head in that direction if you think that'll help us find allies.
I say we tie up our loose ends here, and then perhaps we could go there. Because surely there are people, other powerful mages that would be interested in opposing him, no?
That is my hope. Corvosa is where the academy is mounted, and there are plenty of power. I'm sure Ero still has enemies over there. Plus, of course, that would also involve climbing over the Kodaha Mountains, and gods know we're not going to find any allies in the Kodaha Mountains right now.
Real does make a good point. If they both come from the academy over there, then I'm sure he has some people that don't like him and that are willing to part with information about him.
Part of the reason I fled Corvosa was because I understood that's where his power base was. But if that's not the case, then potentially those are allies that we can court.
How do we know he doesn't still have that power and he's just expanding in this area?
We don't.
Which
There's no way to know until we make the... How far would it be to Corvosa? Would that be like a month?
I've never really done the math. I didn't
probably
expect
For crossing mountains.
Give me a moment.
probably greatly expanded. Well, I think, all right, if that is the case, if this is a mere expansion and he does still have a great power back in Corvosa, my instinct would to ensure he has as little power here before we move that way.
Of course. And if the
Set up our
Kinjoku are
own base.
closer, I'm certain you can convince your own people to join us in this quest.
Well,
Yes.
simply not only the Shinjoku, but surrounding him with people that would make it difficult for him to do anything would be a good idea.
What we need are
And I'm sure-
allies. And
I'm
easy
sure-
to obtain allies at that.
I'm sure Cicero could convince the Lobo Guard that they are on the wrong side.
I need to see what has happened with the guard. That piece of armor that I found in the forest does not bode well for the conditions of the outpost.
Well, if we're looking for allies, like I said, we're at this party right now. If you've made any friends at the party, like I have, then perhaps nobles can provide us with money. They can provide us with land, troops. If we can get any of them on our side, we could definitely oppose Elro, but obviously that involves the risk of civil war. And Nermouth is falling into civil war. Well, I'm not sure if any of you are currently aware of all of the current geopolitical tensions with this country, but it's not looking terribly well.
I think
If
you
Nermouth
forget
falls
that
into civil war, the entire nation could be consumed by it.
sometimes you need to speak to these geopolitical topics as if we are children, as almost half of this party is very foreign to modern society.
Right. South of here is Multhun. Multhun is a highly militarized name. Okay, can I explain this without metagaming, Eusgen?
If you want,
Or
I
do you want
can.
me to roll a check for this?
I can also explain it.
I'm very familiar with this setting, but I don't want to metagame.
I'll to put it swiftly. There's a lot of the nearby nations, like Corvosa itself, wants to go to war. Pretty much wants to go to war with this country. The nation to the south of it also wants to go to war with it. The north, they've kind of gotten along, though generally if the civil war breaks out, then that wouldn't bode well because there's a lot of people who would take advantage of that.
Isn't north of here Lastwall? That's like full of paladins, isn't it?
I believe so. That's the only one that I don't remember off the top of my head.
Sorry, I'm a real big Galarian nerd.
No, I get you. I am too. I haven't read everything about it.
But suffice it to say, if this country falls into civil war, we risk a wider invasion.
That said, if you do go up there and reveal the truth to everyone, it would make incredible allies.
What, to the paladins?
No, it's a banquet.
Yes, that's what I was suggesting. If we walk into that, you think you convince an army of nobles? Nobles have money, nobles have connection, nobles have political influence. I can't do it because everyone assumes I like to pretend to still be dead.
Okay, wait. So are we considering just going back there, rallying the troops, and fucking shit up?
Do we want to cause a civil war?
I don't care what happens to the country.
It's certainly feasible. We could do it, and it might help with the Elro situation.
A civil war would get us allies, but it would also weaken the country. That being said, if none of you are particularly strong nationalists, it's definitely our most selfish option. It will probably lead to millions, hundreds, or thousands of dead in the ensuing wars. Depends if we want to handle this lightly or if we want this to spiral out of control. That's the big problem to worry about.
Now you're convincing me that we should not go back.
Because I was about to say we should totally do it.
Certainly,
It depends how easily we want to make friends.
We could also just go sneak in there and do it ourselves.
If you think you can manage that,
I am really good at tackling.
You know, I should have just fucking swung on Elro when I had
Yeah.
the chance.
We should have let him take us into that side room and just jumped him.
he's a mage who can disintegrate you if you blink.
But I would hold his hands behind his back.
And I have this
Mage.
fucking bitchin' spider now. This thing apparently is. Look at him. I bet you can grab something real good. And maybe
You can grapple a mage, at which point he deploys an emergency force sphere and he's invulnerable. Elro is a powerful wizard.
Even more powerful than that guy in the dungeon where we found Tenchi.
The man, Elro is that man's boss.
That's why I feel like we shouldn't go back there. Because if we start revealing him and the people start getting on our side, what's to stop him from just fucking magic blowing us up?
Yeah, and then he's like also the king. He could just be like, there was a terrorist attack, and I got lucky and survived.
All right, well, then maybe asking people openly to betray the monarchy at the party is not the best idea. Perhaps one or two allies we could get if you ask them subtly after the party. There's at least one noble I was speaking to when I was still up there who seemed sympathetic to our cause.
What's his name?
I did not get his name, but he's the Duke and Ravenholm, the orc.
Oh, that guy
Hang on.
looks scary.
What if we purposefully cause a civil war in a different way? Do we like one of these neighboring countries more? If we just went to them and were like, hey, just so you know, there's a shadow government. If you fucking take your armies in there, it's kind of weak. And just let them take care of this for us?
I mean, who would you want to invade? Varsnia, which is a place of horrible ruins, Multhun, which is a puppet of Cheliax, or Lastwall, which is a nation of righteous paladins who wish to purge evil. I have an idea.
Let's go to Lastwall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would sound like super ideal, actually.
Lastwall is a country of a relatively strong nation. It's been around for hundreds of years. They're mostly up there fighting against the Whispering Tyrant and trying to keep the undead at the bay, but it is a military dictatorship of paladins. Very Iomedean types.
What's their biggest city?
Oh, Vigil, I'd imagine. That's near right on the border, isn't it?
What if... I do worry about the Kenjoku. I do wish to warn them. I do think that Cicero would like to check on the other people, his people as well. Would that be too out of our way, or should we prioritize the country as a whole?
I think we could if we're looking at this map, I think if we go boom, boom, check on Casson, and then straight to Vigil.
I have zero objections with this plan.
This sounds great.
With this plan.
Seems solid.
We also
Think we can get some allies out of these paladins?
Sure, why not?
We will do our best.
Yes.
All right.
Even if they're not allies, I would imagine they'll be enemies of ours.
I very much expect our meeting to go with them hating us, but I am down for the meeting nonetheless.
Me as well.
And how long will it take us to go 300 miles?
A bunch of chiseled paladins.
Oh, dude, I imagine this plan is gonna fall fucking sideways so quick, but I think this is one of the best plans we've ever had.
Yes.
I mean, do you guys think we can make allies out of a nation of paladins?
I want a full-scale war.
I think we can dress up nice and convince them.
I don't think.
Yeah, we just gotta be.
I don't think there's anything wrong with our priority. That a paladin.
Hey,
would
how's
be
this
like,
for
no.
how's this for spontaneous plots, Eusgen? Bet you didn't expect this one.
You okay? You okay, man? Did you expect this?
Chaotic good party. Yeah, let's go to the lawful good paladin country. They'll help us.
I think
They are lawful good. If we tell them there's corruption and people are not doing good, they'll probably do something, no?
Yeah,
Lastwall is a nation of nothing but paladins. I should let you know this. They are full of crusaders. They're normally aimed north for fighting against Ustagrav and dealing with that whole undead. There is a literal demonic invasion currently happening far to the north of here. That's what they normally deal with. We want to provoke a war.
Yes.
I mean, we could also use my stature as a.
Well, you are an Asimir. Then maybe paladins of Iomedae would be able to help you with that.
We could make a convincing case, yes.
Should we also
remember that Casson is literally right on the border? And I know
I think
some
we're
old-
definitely going to be hitting past them.
This is the best fucking plan.
Well, maybe on the way we tell Casson of our plans, and they just surrender, so there's no bloodshed.
Well, no, we're not invading Casson. We're from Casson.
No,
I
it
mean,
means when we get the last
if
wall
we're
soldier.
corralling the last wall paladins coming down to here, it's inevitably an invasion. No.
I think. Shit, but what evidence do we have? We just have my testimony. That's not going to cause a war.
We should sneak in and get the corpse of the king.
That was not the worst idea.
I think
That would
that's going to
definitely
make
be
us
some-
look really bad, though, right? We just have the king's corpse.
Look, the king, but we can go to them and say, look what they did to our king.
I think we need to come up with a plan.
Worst, they could detect truth on us and tell if we're lying instantly. They're paladins.
That is true.
Wait, you're so... Damn, I forgot magic exists.
Jesus. Maybe Tenshi's the smartest of the group.
Should we set up camp and plan? And then
I think 300 miles, moving 24 miles a day, that'll take us 12 and a half days. This entire journey we've planned out.
That's assuming you come up with no roadblocks, and some of this is going to be difficult terrain.
I honestly don't mind if we... I feel like we should train ourselves as well. If we find something like a dungeon or something to gather our strength as well, I feel like we are going to need to fight.
Yes, and also possible loot to fight better.
Oh,
I think we need allies more than we need loot right now.
Yes, but
side activity.
I mean, we would probably be a part of this war ourselves. Because think about it, he will probably want to come face to face with you himself, Ria. So you should also be as prepared as you possibly can, alongside as many allies as we can.
I agree, but anytime I spend strengthening myself, it's time Elro is also going to be strengthening himself.
Yeah, but he's plateaued, I bet.
I think this is a situation where we can't choose just one category to strengthen.
As far as he knows, you're dead technically to him.
Yes. Hence why I would like
true.
to find us allies.
Which is why we should leave as soon as possible, so there's very little witnesses that you're still alive.
I agree, and what evidence are we going to give the Paladins a vigil that all of this is happening, other than our testimony?
Like Tenchi said, a zone of truth, right? Like, come on. We can't tell them.
I mean, you're crazy.
They can they not? Surely they have some, like, diviners. They can, like, probe our memories and, like, see what we've seen.
Are we aware of such high level magic, or would we have to like spellcraft?
I'm not aware of such a spell, though. That is divine magic, not arcane, which is not my specialty.
And we're going to paladins that specialize in divine magic.
I mean, all we can do is try.
That is true. I just don't want to hike for 3 weeks without a potential reward at the end. But if you think you can
in this life is guaranteed.
I mean,
very wise.
If you need evidence, we could bring the king's corpse, but the only issue would be transporting it and preserving it, because it's going to rot over the trip.
It's going to be really smelly.
It was already rotted, from what I saw. It's entirely possible that Elro's already got it preserved, or it's possibly possibly some sort of necromantic preservatives already. I don't think a smelly corpse is going to be the worst of our concerns, though that is a good idea. The question is how do we get back into that room?
What? I could just fly up there and take it.
You can fly?
Spreads his wings.
Since when do you have wings?
Tugs on the cloak. This very expensive purchase here. Part of why I'm in debt.
He went into debt for it.
Don, what's your 2 copper?
I'm just saying, you're saying if Elro is this egotistical son of a bitch, wouldn't he have like a diary saying like how he's gonna do this shit or something like that, or any like paperwork, so to speak?
We do also have the note from Elro to Calligra, so that is slightly incriminating.
Yeah, we have a note about him wanting to kill all the fucking tieflings.
We don't have any physical evidence of that. He only spoke that to me.
What about the tiefling bodies?
We do have tiefling corpses, but bringing tiefling corpses is not in itself evidence. I like the idea. Well, you all said Elro's at the party, though. Tenchi, you think you could fly up there and find us something incriminating?
Sure.
If you can get us a body, if you can get us a corpse, if you can get us or if you can get us a diary, something we can show to the paladins that Elro is running the shadow government. Any sort of hard proof.
I'll see what I can do.
I wish you good luck.
And before he does this, he's gonna cast this on himself.
Ooh.
Oh, he's tiny.
Yeah, well, small, but yes.
That sounds like this. I wish I prepared invisibility every day.
Yeah, that would have been helpful, but we'll make do. And
Didn't prepare it today.
Tenchi will fly up to the window, assuming we're all still standing outside of the manor this entire time.
Riel is going to run down and start getting his horse and cart ready to go.
You want me to send my crazy spider with you?
Good idea.
Could you leave it on the wall just in case? Alert if anything goes awry.
Indeed.
Fantastic.
Giant spider. Ooh, what should I'm going to think of a name while you do this, because surely you're going to live for a long time.
Isn't it already dead?
Maybe.
Okay. I tell it to follow Tenchi, stay on the wall, and come get us if anything goes awry.
Okay.
Is that like I don't know how complex I can get with these
Try
commands.
something really. Try making him do like a fancy dance move.
Okay. Do the gritty.
Oh my god.
I don't think he has the anatomical.
Rat foot creep.
Okay, want to see how he does with this. Go to the wall and return to me if things go wrong.
Okay.
But if Tenchi leaves, leave with him.
What
You
does
could
it
just
do?
say fucking follow Tenchi.
I mean, does the spider have like a stealth stat?
Oh, it's good at stealth.
Oh,
Okay, it's
Yeah,
got plus
there you go.
it's got +8 stealth, but if there's webs, it's +12.
You can. What is this plus you speak of?
Let's just say, if I had to quantify how good he was at sneaking, with 0 being, a normal person, he's like 8 people stealthing at once.
Oh, he's 8. He is 8 stealth
So
people.
I lied. 11 people stealthing at once.
it must be because of his legs.
I'm about 8 people stealthing at once, I would say.
That's pretty good. He's also worth about 22 people at climbing. So
Did you just say it's so fucking stupid?
Okay.
Oh man.
So, Tenchi, you fly up. Spider follows you.
Yep.
What? That was quite the yawn, Fedward.
We're gonna be using a minute of this.
Thank you.
Wings of Heaven, what a name.
You gotta name the spider, dude. You gotta name him.
Glorbert.
Glorberton.
A second.
Percussion.
What you say? The percussion?
Repercussion.
Oh. I think he said concussion for a second. Yeah, he's probably giving him concussion.
Yo, Fred, you ever see Kid Nation?
We watched it together, remember?
Yes.
Was that a trick question?
Yes.
Was that a trick question? I was about to say.
I wanted to see if you would say if we watched it together or not. Or if you just be like, yes, I have seen it. Or if you'd say we watched it together.
Yeah, I was there. Well, we didn't watch one episode.
We watched John Tron.
Yeah. What are we doing? Is
I
Cornelius?
think is Tenchi flying to the fucking thing to get the corpse? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
get some. He's getting
We're gonna find
He's
something
getting-
incriminating.
like his tax forms or something like that. You know?
It's tax.
Yeah. His tax returns or his social security credit.
I love Social Security credit.
Anyway,
Sorry, I had to ask the DM a question.
I was
Was it
wondering,
about
like,
Social Security credit?
no, I was just waiting for you guys to fucking finish talking about Social Security. But anyway, Tenchi, you fly up and you get onto the balcony. The glass door is locked. I assume you're just gonna bust it.
Well, before I do that, I'm also gonna throw this on.
That's wise.
They
Uh,
call him the wise
do I
one.
have disabled device? I mean, I do. Technically.
Do you have a lockpick?
Nope. Just gonna feel around it with my hand. 21?
Oh
Damn.
shit. Okay, that's high enough that I actually have to look.
Just looking for like a latch or something, maybe. I don't know.
did you get on a credit card? Gets out his
Oh, that's-
iconic angel credit card.
Oh. Okay. So the DC is a lot higher without any tools. But with a 21, that's going to be a fail, unfortunately. Like you can locate the lock on, it's pretty obvious. But without proper tools, it's not going to do it.
Where is the
If
lock?
only someone here knew how to
specifically?
pick locks.
It's just on the door.
Oh. I can I roll a wisdom check to remember that we technically have a rogue?
Yeah,
And this rogue fly though.
Like
Go ahead.
wisdom, is that for remembering stuff?
You can remember. You're fine.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go back down and grab Jessica and
You
bring
could
her
just
up. Huh?
You could just get her a lockpick.
Oh,
I
okay.
can
I'll
hand you the
just
lockpicks.
I'll just go grab a lockpick from her.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Jessica,
with
could I
that,
please
I'll
have a
make you
lockpick?
re-roll. I won't make you re-roll it.
Yeah.
But once you have the tool, you're good.
Sweet. Thank you, Jessica, and I fly back up there.
How long can you use this, by the way?
Look at Wings of Heaven.
Okay.
One time I saw a black man and it scared me.
What?
Yeah, when you looked in the mirror.
What the fuck, Neji? That was just so out of nowhere. What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's that point of the night where you start saying racial stuff.
Okay, so I lockpicked the window.
Dude, yeah, sorry, I'm getting texted.
You're good.
You're getting
Take it easy, man.
sexted.
You're in no rush.
Yeah, he's taking care of all that shit in the middle of session.
Okay.
Wait, Fred, stop sexting. Stop sexting
you,
Eusgen.
Stop jerking it.
You open the door, and immediately you're hit with the scent of rot from every corner of the room. Cobwebs line all the edges, and it's all the lights are shut off, but it's dim enough from the hallway that you can see just barely. And you step over to his bed, and you see the desiccated body of the forest marshal. And yeah, he definitely looks like he's been out for a long time. Though you can probably conclude that he wasn't being necromancied because you did just see someone that looks just like him in the banquet.
Okay, well, first thing I'm gonna do is walk up to the door leading outside into the manor. I'm gonna lock it. Assuming that there is locks on doors nowadays.
Yes. Wait, which door are you locking?
Whichever one leads into the room, not the one I entered, because that's like leading
Okay.
outside, but whatever leads like into the manor.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I guess we start just looking around for anything incriminating. Notes, letters, journals, maybe something on the king.
It generally looks like a lot of this is like whatever nefarious deeds he's been up to, he hasn't been doing it here. He's kind of just had this room like locked and kept away so that no one finds it. Like the bodies here, you see there's like a lot of jewelry and like coins and whatnot because he's fucking rich. But whoever killed this guy has not been using this room. It's basically cobwebs and corpse, as well as all the other things you'd see in a royal bedroom.
Well, there's like no drawers or anything. Maybe there's something.
Yeah, there's like cabinets and whatnot if you want to rifle through them. Though when you do so, it's mostly just like valuables.
All right. I guess we'll go on to the king's corpse. I'll like look through his. What is he wearing? Like robes.
Yes, beautiful robes. They're a bit sullied by the corpse.
Yeah.
They're probably not too valuable anymore, though a necklace on them probably worth thousands of gold alone. Rings, of course. It seems like anything magical was already pilfered off of him, which makes sense considering who you're dealing with.
Is the necklace of like any importance? Does it have like a sigil or anything?
It does have like the symbol of the Kingdom of Nermithus.
Okay, so I guess I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Then, what
That's
else
the
could
whole
I
corpse
take that
line.
could be? I mean, what do we need the whole corpse, or could I just take a finger? Are
Or
they
the
able to
head.
identify a person just from a finger? Is there magic for that? Tenchi thinks to himself.
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft,
That's
indeed. 25.
I mean, easy. Oh my god. Oh my fucking
This
god.
guy is fantastic.
If there is any sort of like DNA identifying spell, you don't know about it. It must be very obscure. Though you could technically reincarnate it just by a finger. Yeah, you only need like a small part of the body. It could be reduced to ashes, and I believe you still can.
Oh, and we're going to a okay.
Okay, so remember, reincarnation is a druid thing.
Yeah.
Raised dead is
okay.
holy magic, kind of like paladin-y stuff.
Okay, but still, do we need the whole body to like raise dead?
Let's see. You just need a lot of money, and I believe. Let me just double check.
Raised dead, I'm pretty sure corpse has to be intact.
Yeah, for the raised dead, it has to be intact. So long as some small portion of the creature's body still exists, it can be reincarnated. But the portion receiving the spell must have been part of the creature's body at time of death, which this finger hasn't been removed yet, so it definitely is. Yes.
So if I remove it, would it make it inert?
No.
Oh, okay.
He died with it a part of him, so it's a part of him for the reincarnation.
Okay.
It's like if you cut your finger off and then die, then that finger wouldn't count.
Right. So I guess we'll also just.
Is there a limit for raised dead?
Like raised dead is usually like a day.
Well, raised dead's probably out of the question, but we can reincarnate the king.
True.
So you said burned to ashes, they can still even be reincarnated, right?
As long as a small portion of the body exists, the condition of it is not really a factor.
Fantastic. Okay.
Do we want to take his head, though, to prove that this guy we're reincarnating is the king, though? He's going to come back in a new body.
True. I guess we should take the head.
I feel that's easiest, but also kind of like the most illegalish. Because imagine you pull over someone and say, hey, "Morning, officer, you see the head of the fucking president of the United States in the back seat."
I mean, it's certainly compelling evidence.
In your favor, who knows?
Yeah.
Well, that's what the Zone of Truth is going to come into handy.
With a 25 on spellcraft, do I know if reincarnated people keep their memories?
Same soul, so yes.
Okay, so yeah, I think
As long as he hasn't been like attributed and judged and sent to the afterlife, he can be reincarnated.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah, it takes like 200 years though.
Not for important people.
Ah, shit.
So you
How
don't
long
know.
has the king
Maybe
been
a
dead
whole
for?
ass of-
Like months?
It a heal check for a specific time frame,
I
but
got
it
you.
could be like several months.
Heal. I actually have that.
Nice.
Well, yeah, it could be anywhere from months to
It
years.
could be anywhere for literally from like 3 months to 3 years.
Well, I guess we'll be taking I don't know. We'll say the heads is even and the odds will do a finger. All right, we're taking the head.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Holy. That's gonna be so
Flop.
obvious. I love it. They're
I
gonna
mean,
know
it's proof the
immediately.
king is dead.
I think it's pretty.
I
smart.
meant the people, the fucking, what's the
And to add a
bad guy's
king's
name?
head to my inventory.
Elro.
Elro. Yeah,
You
Elro's
should know
gonna.
his head story.
He's gonna know something. Something's up with the king.
That is assuming he checks on this room.
Is this
Also,
not the
I'm
room that
surprised-
he took you into?
Yes.
Well, that gave me the impression that he's in here frequently enough to, unless he just really wanted to show you that.
One thing I want to say, I'm surprised you're not taking any valuable shit in the room as collateral for the spell. You know what?
Yeah, the spell
Good on
really-
you.
But I do respect the shit out of it.
Do I know how much the spell would cost with spellcraft?
Depends on who's casting it. But with
We're
that
gonna pilfer.
Spellcraft, let me do some math.
Yes.
Thank you. Do I need a perception to like perceptionify the room?
You can, though. I'm gonna be real with you. I just kind of gave you everything.
Yeah. That's fine.
Do 4 times. Uh, 1,280.
1,280 in gold.
Yes. Which is remarkably cheaper than I thought.
I'm just gonna say gold and jewelry. I'm sure we'll liquidate. Well, so just look around, give the room one last check. Maybe he missed something. I'll throw a perception
next,
roll.
right?
Why not?
One stack.
Anything out of the ordinary?
It doesn't seem like it. You took his necklace, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm noting that down.
And you said none of the rings are magical or anything, right?
No, they're just like gold and emerald and stuff like that.
Well, okay, with that, I think we're gonna throw this onto the king. And then fly out the window.
Fascinating.
Fascinating indeed.
Okay. You return to the party. The party sees you with the king's head in your hands. How does everyone react?
We're gonna need a
God. Holy fuck.
heal check on how long has this man been dead.
I tried. It could be, I don't know.
Centuries.
That's a dead head right there.
That's a 19. I am rolling amazingly with my 2 rolls this session.
A 19.
Very low.
You cut out.
I rolled a 19 minus 2 from wisdom, so 17.
Is anyone else going to take a look at this, or just?
Igor, take a look at this head. How long has it been dead?
Oh, okay, I will do that.
He'll check to see how old a corpse has been dead for.
I don't have that.
I rolled so bad.
Can somebody with like no rigs roll it?
My best is no better than Rial's.
Oh shit, Gregos has a rank in heal.
A rank. Bro,
Perfect.
Great.
I am the best. -2 wisdom.
Well, perhaps we should buy some ice from the local ice guy, because that always keeps things preserved.
The rest bomb.
Nice.
Real, you rolled the highest. Possibly just over a year.
Oh my
So
God.
definitely not a raised dead, but potentially a reincarnate candidate, depending if his soul's been judged.
Well, it is his
Okay,
face.
time to-
Please carry this.
Okay,
He's
I'll
quite
put it
smelly.
in the cart.
He hands over the king's head.
I put the king's head in the cart.
I'll go buy a bucket with a lid and some ice, and Kygar goes
That's a
and does
good
that.
idea.
Kygar goes and does that.
As well as both the tents and now a royal king's head.
Lovely.
You heard that, yes, Eusgen?
I wrap it in the tents.
Anyways, we should probably get going soon.
We
Wait,
should.
let me get the ice and bucket first.
Good idea.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't want to stay around for the fireworks.
I go to the local
Wait,
bucket
there's
guy.
What the hell's a firework?
It's those things you use gunpowder for.
Where are you
Why did
looking
I
to
say
find
that?
that bucket of ice again?
I'm looking to find someone who, like, in the market who just sells shit, and hopefully just like probably like kind of like kind of like a home hardware kind of place.
Are you in the middle of the fucking forest?
We're not in the settlement at all.
What? I thought we were still in the city.
No, we're in a
You are
manor.
At the bottom of the king's manor, and you have the king's head in your hands.
How'd they go?
I mean, we could take a detour down to Skeld.
I go into the wait. I give the head to somebody else. I go back into the manor, grab a bucket of champagne that's got the ice in it. Take the champagne out, leave it on the table. Take that bucket and leave.
You know what? Sure. A guard tries to stop you, but he realizes he's not paid enough.
I will add ice bucket to the handle. And an ice
All
bucket.
right, but anyways, we should really start getting going.
Let's go!
you know?
Let's go!
Wow.
Dude, I'm a genius.
Rio gets on Derpy and urges her forward.
Is that what we named
Also,
the spider?
just-
I missed that.
No,
Oh,
the
my
spider
horse.
is nameless.
That's it. Okay,
yeah.
nameless.
Nameless. That's his name. Nameless.
No, it's not his name. He just doesn't have a name yet.
My horse is
What
named
father
Derpy.
you are. What great father you are.
I think we just got it's like you just gotta say nothing. It's just gotta be like, hey, come over here. Like you gotta say
Wait.
nothing.
You do
We
that,
can ask
and
him.
everybody in the camp is gonna start going to you.
I command you
No.
to write your name in the sand.
Well, shit, man. What's he gonna do?
What's the spider do?
What does spider do?
This undead spider.
Fucking nothing.
So his name is Blank.
We should
Wait.
name him.
Wait. Can I wait. Was that a good roll? Can I secretly take the spider's hand and draw the name Calcifer in the sand?
Oh,
Would anyone else like perception that?
No.
let's
Oh.
see it.
Sure. I'll do it. I'll prefer that.
This name.
19.
Wait,
Real.
Rip.
do you think that man turned Calcifer into this? Oh, Calcifer, you sweet summer child.
No! Spider.
Kiko, what have we done?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Cordelis, you got nothing to worry about. I think we should get out of here, not looking the same at all. Don't look in that wrong direction at all.
Yeah. Let's not look that way.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Lovely.
Let's go.
Yep, no looking back. Let's go.
Okay.
We got 92 miles south. It's gonna be a few days.
Okay. First the Lobo Guard barracks. How many days is that? Who's the slowest person? The spider is 30 feet, so that's fine.
Yay, spider.
I'm on horse.
Oh, since we're doing like travel time, I'm just gonna assume reset my spells since it's gonna be
Yeah,
over days.
You guys are gonna get
okay.
rest.
That's a good idea.
My speed is
Yep.
also 30. Is anybody less than 30?
Cesar,
Whoever's less than 30 can ride on the spider.
I will ride on the spider.
Fuck yeah.
Do we have anybody else less than 30? Sweet. Looks like we
Real
got
is
30.
on his horse, but after the first day, he will start casting an Oath of Anonymity on a regular basis.
What does that do?
Doesn't that last 10 minutes per caster level?
Yes, but it's a cantrip, so I can spam it.
That's true. That's true.
Basically, what you're going to see is you're going to see Real. He's wearing kind of the same sort of illusionary clothing he was wearing during the tournament, except every time he casts, he'll like wave his hand around himself, and basically he'll start looking more and more like Kigar every single day, and like his hood is like over his face.
So
It's like it's still clearly Real, and it's still clearly a half orc. And I'm not like disguising myself as any other particular race, but I'm looking less and less like Riel every single day, basically, and more like Kigar.
What a freaking.
so Rio,
Oh,
moving
God.
forward, what should we call you? Because
I believe the name was Calcifer. Calcifer Kenjoku is the name you came up with.
No way, that's also the name of the spider.
Spider.
I don't know. I need a good identity.
We've got two Calcifers.
I believe it's only right for you to choose your name, just as I have.
Let me think. I've never chosen my own name before.
Trust
What
me,
about WO?
I share the feeling. It's an uncanny experience.
What about WO for Wizard Orc?
Lucario, Fred, maybe. No, Fred's too boring. I need a much more exciting name.
That's so dis.
What about John? John Human.
Jonathan the Human. I like that, but I don't quite look human. I guess I am only quarter orc.
That's good.
What about Wizard Orc? Wizard Orc.
Well, that's too obvious, isn't it? I'm trying to hide from Elro.
Oh, stinky.
What about Melgraven? Seems rather regal, wouldn't you say?
So dumb.
Exactly.
That sounds like an incel.
Hey, you sound like a
he gets
freaking.
no bitches.
Sounds like you would be a pedophile on a daily basis.
I don't want to come across as a pedophile. I'd like to be at least somewhat respectable.
What about Gothy?
Sounds too female.
Too female. Not gay enough.
Not gay enough.
Well, what about Elrio?
How about-
I don't know.
Elro,
We'll never
I
see it
could go
coming.
with, but that seems rather too obvious, wouldn't you say?
I mean,
How
Elrio,
about Hunter
Elro.
Biden?
I mean, I guess that would probably make things a bit confusing, huh?
Mhm.
How about what's Elro backwards?
What about Warwick?
Barwick? I like Barwick.
Okay, Barwick it is.
All right.
Yeah, Barwick.
Pleasure to
Is
meet you all.
Barwick?
Barwick. I suppose.
Tivadar.
Barwick Tivadar. I was actually going to go with Kenjoku, actually. Then I fit in better with your traveling clergy.
Okay, then you have to say Sarah Ray is but a champion and not a god.
Under the course of my identity, sure.
Say it.
She's a false god. Everybody knows it.
Jesus Christ.
I believe you're
Real
pushing him a bit too far.
Real looks at you all and is like clutching his holy symbol under his neck. And he's going to say, is that what is going to be required for me to maintain this identity?
If you are Kenjoku and we are going to visit a Kenjoku camp and you're going to be under the name Kenjoku, yes.
He does make a point. Albeit you don't have to denounce Sanray, but your divinity would have to change.
Can I not simply say that can I not simply claim that my alter ego has denounced Sarenrae? This is a rather personal matter.
Well, would you not, while in this Kenjoku camp, call yourself a Kenjoku? What if that came into question?
Why do you have to be a Kanjoku anyways? I feel like
I don't know.
there's less Kanjoku here than there are.
I appreciate the fact that you would want to be one of us, but I am the only orc Kenjoku that I know.
Are the Kenjoku not orcs?
Well, not
You've never,
fully.
you've never
Not
told me
fully.
about it.
Actually, no, I don't know. I haven't decided. I don't know how diverse we are, but I was definitely not born Kenjoku. I was dropped off because I was orc and they didn't want an orc family. But the monastery,
nomadic?
in my monastery, it was mostly human. In my monastery, I believe that's what I had written down when I wrote this religion years ago.
Well, in that case, my name is Barwick Winters. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Barwick. Nice to meet you.
I didn't write this religion. What are you talking about?
A pleasure. I'm happy to replace your other dead companion.
Rest in peace.
Indeed.
Rest in peace, indeed.
I believe that's what. Let me double check my notes on the Kenjoku clan.
I just wanted to be known if we're fast traveling a little bit here. Crandelius is snuggling with his new favorite doll every night.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, Dolores. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The doll hugs you back. Anyway, let's see. How many days does it take to get here?
That's a good question.
92.5.
Are we being fed?
Currently, we've got our hunter. Yes, he's still paid for.
So it takes about 4 days to reach the Lobo Guard barracks. Is there anything in particular you guys do to busy yourselves in that time frame?
Real is doing his math, watching all of his money from his business fade away into nothingness.
Yeah, you're the guys who are going to last fall.
I mean, I can't exactly go back to Tamaran.
Sure you can.
I don't want to go back to Tamaran.
Nothing stopping you.
I guess
Except death.
I was. Oh my god! I was almost gonna say Mario. I guess Tenchi will go up to Barwick and say, "I know it's unbefitting, but I did pilfer a bit while I was in the king's quarters, because I know a resurrection spell isn't exactly cheap."
To be honest, I would have done the same in your shoes, but at least at this time, our pilfering is going to be going towards a good cause. I believe resurrecting the rightful monarch of this king is definitely something that's going to be rather an expense. Hopefully, the paladins of Lastwall will be willing to help pay for that expense, but if not, then that is certainly a noble goal we can use that money for.
Well, I'll trust it in your hands for now. And he drops a big barlap sack of fucking jewelry and shit. It's like, what was it, 1280?
1280 of jewelry?
Like gold jewelry, like mixed, whatever.
1280 gold. I will try my best to keep this. He basically takes it, he starts putting it into his backpack and says, I will keep this safe and make sure to only spend this on righteous causes.
Right.
The necklace is worth a lot more than just that. I assume you took other jewelry.
Oh, I also forgot to mention, I did take the king's necklace. I don't know if you know how much these exactly go for. I didn't exactly look at it myself, and you'll also take a peek. Okay, that's just a 20.
What's 6,000? It is a big deal. Like if you brought this to a collector or an enemy of the king, probably even more.
Yeah, your necklace there is priceless.
I figured
That
we're
necklace
holding a
is-
small fortune right here, but it's also an indispensable evidence of the forest marshal's demise, other than, well, his head.
It is evidence, and it is fully in and of itself, perhaps able to pay for his own resurrection completely. Depends what the paladins are going to charge us, and if they'll even see us. But that sounds like a problem at the border.
Right.
Really, believe it or not, Tenchi, this isn't even the first This isn't even the first piece of jewelry I'm holding on to for someone.
Oh?
Oh yeah, you never met the man. What's it called? Real reaches into the horse. It reaches into like the big cart of the horse stuff, and he starts like ribbling around through the. He's got like a climber's kit in there. He's got like his gaming books. He's got the king's head in there, and he's actually going to pull out a fairly mundane-looking warhammer. This is also something I'm trying to bring back to its rightful owners.
I'll bring back.
And what is this about?
This is a hammer that used to belong to a friend of mine, now deceased. His name was Grandy, and before he passed, he asked that I give it back to his clan. They're the Greed Anvil Dwarven clans, and well, as a dwarf myself, I could not turn down his honor of legacy to return his weapon back to his family clan. Haven't the faintest idea where to start, though.
Oh, you don't even know where it's located.
His name was Grandy Green Anvil. He was quite the dwarf. I've been holding on to it for a few months now. I could definitely sell it, but honor demands that I not. If you've ever seen any sort of Greed Anvil dwarves, please let me know, because I wish to let them know that their son is dead.
I wish I could help you, but my memory only goes back to about, well,
I understand.
About a month now?
I understand, but what my intention is by showing you this is that I understand honor is a valuable thing, and to never forsake it.
Right. You also mentioned a border. What is that?
Are you asking where we're going, or are you asking what the concept of a border is?
I mean, you mentioned it's going to be hard to cross it because of the jewelry in the head.
Yes, so we are hopefully in a few months' time going to be arriving at a nation called Lastwall. It is an entirely different country to the country we've been in so far called Nermithis. Lastwall was founded to fight against the Whispering Tyrant, and it is quite the militarized country. I don't imagine they'd allow us to simply walk across the border without at least a few questions. So hopefully we can.
That will be a bit tricky, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as the time comes.
Indeed. I hate to come to blows with Paladins of Iomadai, but... Oh, crap. Unreal immediately looks at Crendelius.
What?
Crendelius, we are heading towards Paladins of Iomadai.
So
I hope you realize what that means.
that they're cool guys who love the sun?
Yes, but also that they hunt undead.
Oh no, Calcifer!
And I point to Calcifer. That's going to be a problem.
You gotta chain him out like 5 miles off
What
the
if
capital,
we-
dude.
Can't
Guys,
you order him to stay at the border?
Yeah, what? But
Yes, but
We can
there
always
are also
regroup back at
Paladins who will
Castle.
smite on sight.
he's
Guys.
cute. The smite on sight is fun.
what if we paint a big sheet to look like a horse and we drape it over him?
Well, how undead does this thing even look? I guess
That's a good
Very.
question.
they can probably just sense that it's undead. They are paladins after all.
One
we really want to
detect
cause a
undead
diplomatic-
spell, and the jig is up.
That is a big risk. He does make a valid point, as cool as Calcifer is.
I think Calcifer should stay behind. Perhaps I'll leave him.
Well,
Like I
Casson is
said,
on
as
the...
we're
We could leave him. We could leave him with the orphans as a play toy.
I don't believe we're going back to Tamaran anytime soon.
Maybe we'll just
Wait,
find a nice
wait.
cave, and I'll just
Oh, I
leave him in a
thought-
cave.
I thought Casson was Tamran.
No.
Well, no, you-
Wait, did you guys?
You're from,
We're going
you're
like
from
this,
Casson as
though.
well, aren't you? To Kinjoku?
We're stopping at the Kenjoku camp,
Yeah, like, we could leave him there.
potentially.
That is true. Do your people have anything against undead?
That's a good question.
Kigar?
Didn't write that.
I mean, you worship the sun, and Saren Rails fucking hates undead, so this is a very important question.
Yeah, what's your philosophy on this?
Probably it's not their fault the sun has brought them back. It is the sun must bring death upon the summoner. I don't know. That would be, I don't know.
So is this just like all
It's like
undead
Canadian-
are good, but all undead owners are evil?
It's like Canadian prostitution laws.
What the
What?
hell
I
is
don't know.
Canadian prostitution?
We
It's-
love hookers here.
You're allowed to sell your body, but it's illegal to purchase a body. Like you can't. It's illegal to buy sex, but you're allowed to sell sex.
What?
What if I'm trying to catch a body?
That's how it's like the prostitute isn't like in Canada. The prostitute isn't prosecuted. Like they are allowed to sell themselves and be a prostitute, but the person who purchases the sex, they are committing a crime.
That's what the fuck.
I
It's like
think
saying,
the question we're going for is, what is the laws of Kenjoku regarding undeath?
I kind of like that mentality. That the necromancer, the one who caused the undead, they are at full blame, and they kind of look at the undead as like with pity, as like, I'm sorry that your time in the afterlife has been tampered with.
Are you saying
Insane.
necromancers are prostitutes?
Necromancer. No, the undead are the prostitutes. The undead are the people purchasing the prostitution.
So don't have sex with undead. Gotcha.
That's another important lesson. I don't think that's the point.
Can we roll a religion check on this? Just
What's happening?
Why are you rolling religion?
They killed by spiders.
This is a made up religion that clearly I have not put enough work into, and we've come into a roadblock.
Eusgen, Real came to the conclusion that we're heading towards a nation of paladins, and we've got an undead party member, and that might be a problem.
We do?
Well, no, we've decided we're going to leave him. But the question came, what does the Kenjoku think of the undead?
If we leave them at the Kenjoku monastery.
Oh, yeah. And then I said they look at undead with pity, but they hate necromancers.
Well, I didn't summon this thing, technically.
No.
Wait, am I an affront to my own religion? Should I be ashamed of myself?
This is made up lore that happened on the spot.
It's only made up lore if you say it's made up lore. The best world building of the shit you make up on the spot. All on you, Kiga.
I'm gonna find a cave.
No.
Before we get into Last Wall, I'm gonna find a cave and we'll leave Calcifer in the cave.
Yes, but no, you
You're
should
just
not look down upon
sitting
yourself.
there.
You are allowing. He is stuck here. I am unable to dismiss him. You are unable to dismiss him and send him back to his afterlife. And his time here is now being spent in the name of the sun, rather than the name of evil as he was before.
That's true.
Wait, is the problem that you can't dismiss him?
Oh no, I can definitely dismiss him, I think.
No,
Like, send him back to the undead?
Oh no, I don't know. I could just like make him go back to being a normal undead.
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean.
I've got this.
Does that
That's
make
what-
them die again?
My whole
No,
thing does.
It would just give me control over it.
That's exactly what his thing does.
I'll be pissed if you do that, Riel.
I don't want to take control of it. I'm just saying it's a thing I can do.
No, what I mean by dismiss is that he can't go back to the afterlife because his soul has been brought back here.
Well,
You
there's
basically just told me that you could take my dog if you wanted to.
no, I don't. I'm not intending to take your dog. He's your pet, and I have no problem with undead.
Thank you.
Sounds like you're a necromancer.
We also don't have an.
I have a very complicated relationship with the undead. Let's put it that way.
Real, if you want a dog, you can have Lacrature.
I have no intention of stealing your pets. Don't worry.
And if you wish to pet the Spada, she would not have an issue with that.
Hey, wait, is Lacrature undead? Is he gonna get smited?
You try to.
I peer into the box. Can somebody detect undead?
Command undead on it and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, try that. Does it work?
I cast Command Undead on the box.
Real, did it work?
Mr. DM.
The box is not moving.
What about what's in the box?
Come out and don't attack me.
Didn't you lock the box?
Yeah, the box has been locked. Here, I'll unlock it. Okay.
Did you give him food?
Yes,
It needed food.
I've been stuffing meat into the air holes.
That's right.
So,
Alright, come
so
out
what did
and
you-
don't attack me.
Did you open the box?
so now they
Yeah,
have a
we're-
box with something in
We're
it.
casting
that smells
Command
like shit.
Undead on it.
I didn't know your friend was undead.
I don't know if he is undead. We're finding out right now.
Oh God!
This is the most bootleg detect undead ever. Can I command you?
Cornelius, what is your AC? Never mind.
Dude,
Second time he's not one. He tried to
Get
bite
back.
Cornelius, but is smacked away with a newspaper roll.
I love this party.
I slap
love
on his ass. Be free. Get out of here.
He runs off into the forest.
Okay, good riddance. Jesus Christ. Why did I keep that thing for so long?
Well, I guess it's not undead.
Oh my god.
Well, that's
Does
one
anyone
way
want to
to
roll
put
me a
that.
heal check?
Where did we get that thing?
I actually
again?
know what it was.
I guess so.
Can I roll knowledge
No.
instead?
25.
Ooh.
Dude. I love this party so much.
For sure.
Where are you?
Great question.
So
What the
it's
fuck
how
did
you
we
are.
just let loose on the ecosystem? Oh, fantastic.
Did we catch it?
Well,
Oh shit. Oh, Cornelius.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just tossing the box
Oh
too.
my god. I'm
Oh.
dying over here. I'm dying
Oh.
over here.
Wait, what
Please
is
toss
it?
the box.
I have an idea.
I throw the box. What?
Benji, what is it?
Well, for no better explanation, it was a man that was extremely diseased.
Oh,
Are you serious?
oh.
I have no better way to say this.
Go in
But,
peace.
I think we might have been bullying a leprosy victim.
Oh, fucking God.
And after
I'm
all
not-
that, he now won every time we tried to bite Crandelius.
Why are you guys laughing? We're terrible.
We should
are,
put him out of
yes.
his misery.
I didn't
But-
even
but
know what was in
Good
there, I'm
luck
going to
finding
be
him. He just
honest.
ran into the forest, Grandelius.
Yeah, well, it's a forest problem now.
Oh my lord.
Everybody wash your hands.
I think
Mark, fucking Tenchi casts holy fire on his hands.
All right, Mr. DM,
Turn
I
that
have a
shit off.
question.
Yes.
The Crandelius's pet undead.
Yep.
Is it a corpse?
Most undead are.
So it counts as a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Real cast Sculpt Corpse to make it look like a person.
No, are we really?
That-
I thought we said we were leaving it in
No.
a cave.
Yeah, don't hurt my dog, Real. We're
You're-
leaving him in a
It's an,
cave.
it's
Real,
an
you're
illusion spell.
Are you gonna try and use an illusion against almighty paladins?
He's just gonna
Also-
hang out in a cave for a few days. He likes it.
I think this is a
Alright.
big risk. This is a big risk.
All right, no worries. I'm not going to cast
Really?
it if you don't want me to.
Do you cast it?
They start protesting, so I don't.
Okay.
Good boy, Calcifer. You're a good dog.
Oh man.
It
Are we
fucking-
there yet?
It's gonna take several days.
Roll me a
I
one.
think we're on our way to the guard barracks right now.
You guys are on the first day. Roll me a 1d100.
What
I
do you
got
want to?
Oh boy.
Guys, we do too much roleplay in this game.
35.
There's not enough roleplay, Neji. What do you mean?
No, I'm just kidding. I love it.
You, Neji. Me, Cicero points.
Shut up. Cicero,
Man,
stop talking to me like that.
You guys think this is a lot of roleplay? I've had sessions where it's just the party yelling at each other and we don't actually get anything done.
That's amazing. We need
I
more of
will-
those.
We need Crendelius and Cass for a 3-minute makeout session right now.
No, I'm not kissing my
That's a spider. Don, are you a furry? Why are you requesting Grandelius to make out with a spider?
We're just
I'm
going.
pretty sure it
Yeah.
produces venom.
Don,
They've been
you're
furry
you're
the
in
whole
blue
time.
jail. You're in blue
Yeah,
jail
like-
for that, Don. You're blued out.
Bro turns into a blueberry.
I mean, you seem to have a very good connection to this spider. Why wouldn't you want to hug it?
Hugging and
yeah.
kissing are two different things.
I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna
are
kiss
they?
out their weird mandibles, though.
Are you trying to say hug?
Yeah, you kiss
What
my
do you-
dog then.
If a man and a spider love each other very much,
And that spider's not sentient. That's borderline rape.
I agree.
I mean, well, you got me there, but people are into necrophilia. I don't judge.
You should judge that
what
one,
did you-
actually, though.
But with a
Are you into
35,
necrophilia, Brielle?
Oh no!
What do we do with
Wait,
the
what's about to
35?
happen with this 35?
It's
about halfway into your like fort, because 4 days to get to the guard barracks. About halfway there, you guys, the trip has been fairly peaceful. Like since a lot of nobles live in this area, not a lot of like dangerous encounters are here because it's just been cleared out mostly.
Except for the
But
leprosy
about
guy.
halfway, you guys are on the path and you hear growling louder and louder. And between the bushes, you see a giant, massive dire bear jump out at you, but it's all like painted blue. And it charges like directly at Dawn, but like as Dawn braces for impact, it just kind of runs past him. And it just kind of continues on in the opposite direction, continuing to wail.
What the fuck?
The blue animal.
Yeah,
We gotta find this blue. Something turned it blue and it didn't. I wonder if it's the guy who created that item that lets you turn Dawn blue.
Look at whatever it's running from.
As
Yeah,
you
but- Was it running from something?
you see as you like look through the bushes where it came from, you see like a young elf. She's like dressed in blue wizard robes and like a hat. And she's like, "No, Wendy, come back! Don't run! I promise I can change you back, please."
Is that your friend?
Yeah, yes. And she kind of runs past the party as well, trying to chase after the bear.
You guys want to go chase a bear?
Wait,
I wouldn't mind.
Calcifer, get that
Can I-
bear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's an interesting decision.
Fine.
Oh,
I'm so curious what Calcifer interprets as get.
Well, Cicero is still on Calcifer, so I'm guessing I'm getting dragged along.
Oh my god, imagine we cause a murder in the middle of the fucking road.
Unfortunately, as he sharpens his little pincers and he runs after the bear, it does not seem like he can keep up with him. As the bear is much faster than you guys.
Good try, buddy. I respect it.
Should we?
hey, wait a second. I'm on a horse. How long does it take me to unhatch my carts, or would that be too long?
I mean, this is the forest, and they're kind of like off the beaten path. So
We should probably just leave them be.
Yeah, honestly,
All right.
I was about to say, straying from the path now will most likely get us lost.
Yeah, but what about
Good
the
idea.
OC?
Also, and that lady said she could change her back.
yeah, not
And
your
I'm sure
problem.
she can. And let her.
We're here to
let her
look for
do so.
allies, but if you think it's not worth our time,
Yeah, that is a bear.
She
and
can
a
turn
person
people
is a
into
bear.
animals.
Yeah, no,
And
What-
blue.
Well, blue maxing, guys. Blue
that's a
maxing.
big
We gotta know
bear we
what's-
can have on our side, and somebody who can turn people blue on our side. Two useful
Yeah.
skills we need.
Do you realize
Okay.
how hard it is to find a blue mage in this world? Too hard.
I'm looking at a blue monk right now.
A blue
Oh.
cat. Cat dog.
What religion are you?
Who was that question?
He's
to?
telling me?
Yeah.
Who's that? I don't know.
Most people around here are raised under like the worship of Erastil.
Well, Dawn, may I introduce you to the almighty hand of the sun, Kenjoku.
No.
Oh my god.
Dawn, are you
Rusty.
alright?
What?
You look rather
Rusty.
blue.
Shut the fuck up.
19 to convince you, Dawn.
Can't roll versus players.
I was really hoping for a nat 20 and he would just go with it. I'm not gonna lie, that's what I was hoping.
Hero point it.
Yeah. Don's gonna make you nat 20, nat shit, so you spin his face and makes him unlikely to ever join Joki in his life.
19 is a
Dawn, don't listen to him. Stay blue. Do your own thing.
The Kenjoku.
19 is an accidental spit in your face. That's crazy.
Don doesn't have a
Yep.
choice if he stays blue or not. I choose.
That is true.
Whoa, is that consensual?
Not at
No.
all.
Yeah, I just learned that word recently.
This party is.
Were you
uh,
doing unconsensual things before?
No, you guys
Alright.
taught me it.
Wait, are we going after them or not? We should
I think
decide.
it might be a little
Right.
too late.
On,
We've
bro.
been bickering among ourselves.
Let's go.
Don's gonna run into the woods. He's gonna go find
Okay.
fucking
Am I
too
like
much blue
still
talk
like?
here.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm on the spider.
I'm just gonna
Onward to
sit-
glory.
I'll just sit in the cart.
No, you're coming with Kaigar. Come on.
Okay, I hop on. Wait, the spider's move speed is 30. I'll just move with Cicero. Is your dog big enough to ride?
Yeah.
Like,
Cicero's-
how big, like comparably? Because the dog's
Oh.
pretty big.
The answer is only if you're a halfling.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
I'm pretty big. I'm 250 and 7'1".
Wait,
you
I'm not a
break that
halfling.
dog's
Am I still
spine.
able to ride the fucking spider?
No.
No,
Oh.
you can ride the spider. The spider's large size. You can ride the spider.
Yeah.
We're talking about your dog.
Oh. No, I thought he meant like if a dog could ride the spider.
Oh,
No, never mind.
I meant ride your dog. What
Oh,
if
yeah.
I surf on your dog?
She's big, but I don't know if she's that strong.
Okay. Why did I make myself 7'1"?
She's the
I don't
best
remember.
I don't
Mallow is
know.
to ride his dog.
Insecurity.
Kigar is 7 feet tall.
Yes.
Bro towering over us.
Yeah, you're like a good entire foot taller than me. I'm 6'4". I thought that was too tall.
I'm pretty big.
Bro is
Wait, real
large
height?
sized. Yeah, I
No.
made a real 6'4" because I assumed I was just going to
What?
be slightly taller than me.
But he's such a short king.
He does give Short King energy. This whole time I've been picturing Riel's 5 foot.
No, Real is just like slightly taller than me.
Is he like really scrawny?
Yes, he's got like 10 strength. He's a
Oh,
pencil.
that's why he's so short.
No, I've got 9 strength. I have less than 10. I've got Dex and Int, and that's it.
He has trouble picking up a pencil.
Dex, strength, and wisdom. They
Look at
call
this
me
guy with
him.
more than 2 good stats.
I don't have a single negative stat, so it's pretty good.
Oh wow.
What the
Do we-
hell's
do
a
we-
stat?
Do you see the blue woman?
Well, you see,
It's-
Tenchi, if you take a normal person,
Okay. I'm
all right, imagine a normal person.
Okay.
I would quantify them as a
Okay.
10. And
Oh,
if
okay.
you're better than a normal person and going up by increments of 2, that's how much better you get from a normal person. So say you You're an intelligent man. You must have what? With like 16, 18 intelligence?
I wouldn't say so. I don't understand it. This Galarian math.
Okay.
My
So-
holy symbol is hurting
The girl math.
from this
Galarian
masquerade violation.
Girl boss.
You started it. You said something about I have only intelligence and dexterity as stats.
Oh my god.
So how do you guys try to catch up with the giant bear?
We're
not
I've
doing
completely
that.
forgotten about it.
We're not.
We've
Party
moved
argues
on.
too much. Party argues way too much.
I think it's
God
gone by now.
God damn it. I want to see the blue woman. But you like
I did too. The party's arguing too much.
Okay.
We just really like to roleplay, guys.
No, I respect
Don's,
it.
Don's gonna run in the direction of the fucking blue lady to see how far.
You're not gonna catch up.
A man can dream. A man can dream to see a blue woman or blue
How
bear.
do you,
is
how do
like
you try and catch up?
They're also very
fuck.
tired. I think they would get tired at some point, wouldn't they?
full run.
He is
straight
a
line.
knoll.
Wait, how
All
tall?
four
Animals
is,
do run fast.
How tall is Dawn?
You know what?
5'11", I think 5'11".
Oh no, never mind.
If Don's so bent about finding the blue lady, I'll go with him.
Yeah,
He'll
okay.
spread his wings and start flying at 60 feet.
This fucking guy, he could have did the whole time.
Guys, have fun.
All right, come on, turn the carts around. We're going after the blue bear now.
We're trailblazing through the woods.
All right.
Let's hope they don't encounter Lacrature and get leprosy.
The bear fucking stomps on the leper.
Real shrugs and follows the party reluctantly.
Leprosy.
Leprosy.
So as you guys follow and Tenchi, you eventually catch up with the bear and the woman chasing right behind him. And the bear is just kind of wailing and crying. This is probably the equivalent of like, "Don't look at me, I'm hideous," but as a bear.
Hello, blue lady. Why can't you control your bear?
Oh no, what do you mean? Are you able to control animals?
Hello, my name is Real. What's your name? Is everything okay?
Check out my undead dog.
What the fuck?
Check out my actual dog.
Is everything alright?
Are you guys? Because she's still running. Are you guys just like catching up to her and then running alongside her, trying to hold a conversation?
Yeah.
I mean, Tenchi's like flying beside her, easily catching up, so.
You're such fucking weirdos.
Yes, we are. Glad you noticed.
Are you having an issue controlling your bear?
She's my friend. She's running. I'm not built for this kind of exercise.
All right.
Friends don't turn friends into bears.
Can I
Let
try
me
to
see
leap
if I
on the
can
bear?
handle this.
Can I try to leap on the bear?
Roll me acrobatics.
Okay. Hold on. Please, God, please.
I'm just gonna fly towards the bear
You got
and
me
I'll watch
them.
Don do his thing first.
Fuck.
No, I'm gonna say that's a fail.
God damn it.
Well, that didn't work.
He just gets
I guess
straight
I'll give it a try.
I got this one done. Damn it.
He in fact did not have it.
All three of you collide at once as you try to get on the bear. And he just kind of
Wait.
swipes at you and keeps running.
I
Ow.
got this. I try to tackle the bear to the ground.
Oh, fuck. I have to actually look at the shots. Hold on. That's a
Oh shit, combat maneuver.
I have animal handling. Well, I do.
Here, you successfully wrestled this bear, which is like 4 times your size, to the ground as it wails
Yeah.
in.
You want to tell us that we're gonna suck its life out?
I'm the grapple guy.
I mean,
Ma'am,
I can.
are you
attempt to
okay?
calm it down.
Oh, She like pulls out a scroll and kind of like holds it out. Go out of breath. And she'll try and hand it to someone.
I'll take the scroll.
This is a scroll of remove curse.
Can I make sure it is in fact a scroll of remove curse?
It looks like it. Make a spellcraft check, I suppose, though. She'll ask you to like use it on the bear.
Cool. I used the scroll on the bear.
Give me a spellcraft check, or actually no, UMD.
Can I roll a caster level check instead? Because I do have that spell on my list.
Oh, really? I thought that was just a cleric spell.
Remove curse is a wizard thing. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't. It depends if it's a divine or arcane scroll.
It's arcane.
Then yeah, it's a 4th level spell for me, so I think it's just DC 7.
Oof.
Ain't no fucking way.
That's fucking funny.
Well, I could always attempt if you allow me.
I feel incredibly embarrassed.
Guys, hurry up, guys.
No, that is a 7. That is a 7 because my caster level, because I increased my caster level is 4 right now, and that says caster level 3.
Oh, I see.
Because my class is badass summoner.
Possessed.
Oh my god. I didn't update my caster level.
It is okay. You have failed us. It is okay.
Where the fuck do you roll a caster level check?
As
Oh, like that.
Yeah. Does bear become uncursed?
as you cast remove curse on the giant bear, it wails and wails, and eventually it starts to shine some light, and it blinds you just for a moment. But as you tune back into reality, Kiar is no longer wrestling a bear, but a normally blue woman.
Hey, why are you blue?
Why so
Why?
Is your name Jesse?
What?
Why are you blue?
No, it's Wendy. Where am I?
Pleasure to meet you, bear woman.
We're in a
Don't-
forest.
Context requested.
You're the Blue Nation.
Where am I?
You're with the
I
blue,
just
the blue
uncursed you,
people.
so presumably you were cursed at some point.
If I must be honest, I don't entirely remember.
Do you know
Well,
this
you're in-
woman over here?
Sorry, I'm also eating, so if I'm slow, then that's why.
You're good.
Well,
Alright, finish eating. All good. We have a bunch of
Wait,
questions.
are you eating Wendy's?
I'm happy. Where do you think I got the name, bro? This is a random encounter.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh my god, did we both name an NPC after the fucking burger joint? God damn it.
Is that what you named her after?
I originally came up with Wendy's character design at a Wendy's. Yes, that is where her name comes from.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, the elf in blue robes will say, "Yes, that's. We were attempting a ritual and something went wrong. So it would seem that some kind of wild magic turned her into a bear."
What were you trying to do?
We were trying to release a seal in the forest, though it didn't quite go as planned.
This forest has seals?
I thought they lived in the water.
They're not that kind of seal, dumbass.
Yeah.
Whoa, we just met you. Don't maybe not call
Yeah,
all
that's
of us
rude.
dumbass.
I assume the dumbass was not in character, but it might have been.
I apologize.
Yeah. I'll tackle you next.
So just tackle her
She-
again. Go ahead.
She
do it.
points her wand at you. and says,
Oh.
I appreciate your help. Please do not do that.
The one
You called me a
loaded-
dumbass. Kind guy kind of gives her like a smile, like a friendly smile, but like shrugs his shoulders.
Cicero picks up his hands. That wand is loaded.
It's always loaded. You have no idea what this can do, and I have no idea what this can do.
Oh,
That's what makes it dangerous.
Then why would you
What do you-
use it?
How about we start with some friendly introductions? My name is Barwick Winters. A pleasure to meet you. Who are you, and what are these seals you were talking about?
My name is Abigail. Up north, a few miles, I believe. I lost track of the distance, but there is a seal on an old grave. We were hoping to release it, and it didn't go as planned.
Do you know anything about this seal? Why were you trying to release it? Is it a magical artifact of sorts?
There is a spirit bound to this grave, and it cannot move on. We were attempting to aid the process.
That's so sad.
Oh, there's a ghost or undead bound nearby. We'd be happy to help.
Can we bind it to my necklace?
No, that's not the Kenjoku way.
Oh, right. My apologies. We will release
must
it
let
to
them-
the sun.
Yes.
The sun? No.
Why'd you want it on your necklace?
Are you all druids? Were you attempting to simply exorcise the spirit?
No, I am a wizard. Wendy is a druid.
And the magic reflected and turned your friend into a bear?
That's what I believe happened. We must have done the procedure wrong in some way.
Well, we're currently making our way through the Fanglewood. If you'd be so kind as to mark this location on your map, if it happens to be nearby, we'd be more than happy to help.
Well, I believe we might have it handled this time around, but if you happen to be in the area, it is quite the beautiful sight.
We are an order of, and he kind of thinks to himself for a little bit there. We are an order of traveling clerics, and so we are in innumerable need of any to aid us. A favor for a favor.
We're clerics?
Yes.
everything.
Wait, you're literally a cleric.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we're traveling clerics at the moment.
Yep. I studied.
I
10
Unless
years.
you've got a better idea for what our party is.
I consider myself a priest, but my mistake.
Traveling priests.
Religious types.
Would you like to hear the good word of the sun?
Yes.
I believe I'll pass, but thank you.
You're missing out. Trust me.
It's true.
We're trying to make friends here. That's what Real's doing.
Is religion not based in friendship and love?
If we can help them, maybe they can help us.
That's what she said.
The sun smiles upon us.
You've already helped us a great deal. I definitely owe you one.
Gold, please.
Let's not cash in our favors immediately.
Are you guys a couple? Are you guys a couple or just friends?
Or are you more
That's-
than friends?
That is up to our own discretion.
You're about to say our
Yeah.
discretion.
Yes, they are. You are.
I see. Understood.
Insert game article right here.
I'm that too. Do you guys want to have a rub?
They're
I
women.
have to
I'm pretty
go.
sure they're women.
I will see you another time. And she kind of just like awkwardly heads back up the path with a nervous smile on her face.
Honestly, Kigar, I swing both ways, I think.
Oh, my
Because
misunderstanding.
those two were hot, right?
Very, very attractive.
Why do we scare people that
Not elfish enough.
Wait,
Like-
you're into
like,
elves,
well-
Kygar?
I've definitely got a thing for elves.
Kygar's got an elf fetish.
Just wait
More
until
of
he
a-
actually sees
It's
Elric.
more of a kink.
He has a sun fetish as well.
That's a fetish.
I'm glad he doesn't have a son.
That's not the son he meant.
All right, that's the link I wanted to give.
I feel like we
Pedophile.
scare people. I feel like we scare people every time we meet them, new people. 'Cause-
Yeah, we're a bit too fucking crazy. I think we scare Eusgen sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think you're prepared
Well-
for what we will say, but you never were.
Never.
That's the entire plot we're
Are you
doing
saying
right
You know, in front. You guys, eventually, as this encounter fades away, you guys finally make it to the Lobo Guard barracks.
Oh, yay!
Cicero brings
Okay.
you to this heavily wooded field, and it honestly looks pretty empty. But Cicero, he knows the secret password. As he says a short arcane phrase, you guys see two trees move and part ways, and where there once was nothing, there is now a large shack-like barracks. Though it seems a little too quiet.
Arcane password? I didn't know you were a wizard.
The good boy wants his treat.
What?
Can I spellcraft check that?
Sure.
The fuck did he just do? 29.
Damn.
It's just a really weird password.
Oh,
You guys like dogs, so maybe that's something about it. Hopefully.
I'm a good boy.
Be Baduki.
Why would you say that?
Sorry.
all right,
it's not my
Cicero. I
thing,
think you're taking.
Did you
Alright,
see it on my Discord or some shit?
Yeah.
You fucking bastard!
All right, Cicero, you're going to be the one taking the lead here. These are your people, so do your best to urge them to violent revolution.
Well, I don't see
Listening.
anybody here, so we need to make sure that this is not desolate.
You
Or
want me
is
to
there
send
normally
my
people
dog in
here?
there?
Well, there's typically like a couple people here. Not in
Want
the
me- want me to
recent
send my
years,
dog?
but-
Perhaps setting the dog or a scout ahead, or
I will walk the path.
I
Do you want
can't
us to
believe
come
you
with
just
you?
said be Baduki like that, man. It's messed up.
Need some perception check. As Cicero, you get a +4 to this perception check. As Espada seems to sniff the air warily.
All right. Shit, is this working? Yes, it was. Oh, I see that.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
Damn.
Oh my fuck. We're getting a lot of net 20s this session.
Oh, don't worry, it'll come back around.
Maybe I'll come back around when you start rolling as a player character again.
As a player character?
That'll happen
Oh,
when,
yeah.
we start, when we meet.
You always get shit rolls.
That's true. I get shit rolls as a fucking DM, dude. Anyway, Cicero, you see out front of this barracks quite a few shallow graves where there once was none, and you can absolutely smell iron in the air.
What's that mean?
I don't know what the
Carbon monoxide?
do, but
Monoxide has no odor. That's why it's so deadly.
keep
Carbon
There's-
dioxide?
There's iron in blood.
Oh,
Oh, I knew that.
oh, of course, of course.
In character, I would probably know that. I did not know that.
Oh, you no, yeah, this is the smell of blood.
Okay.
You never know that? You never
I
knew
knew that, but I didn't make the connection. I was like, what smells? Why does it smell like iron? I'm so confused.
Exactly.
Because you know when you know when you cut your mouth, you taste like blood. It actually tastes like iron sometimes.
I didn't know it tasted. I didn't know that. I just always assumed it was blood.
That's what the metallic taste is, yeah.
Like, this is kicking
Let's
the
wait.
all over again.
Should we prepare our weapons?
Should we yell out and ask if there's any survivors?
Are we expecting combat?
Well, there's blood.
Anything at any time. Anything, yeah.
Wonderful.
All right, my sword is drawn. And I
Go
mount.
with that.
I mount my
My-
dog.
My fists
John and
are bald.
Kygar, enjoy your mage armor.
Oh. As
For
they say in the
myself.
Kenjoku clan, thank you.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome.
That's not what they say in the Kenjoku clan.
Alright, we ready for me to make a call out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
I love this song.
I've
Know what I need? I need-
returned home.
Grandelius, do you want to be enlarged?
It's
Honestly, no, I'm riding my dog this time.
What?
I'm riding Calcifer. We're going to see how that goes for me.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Just be enlarged while on the spider.
Does anybody respond?
Oh, did he say something? I didn't hear him.
Yes.
He basically
He
tried to
yelled
say
out.
that, I will return home. I have returned home, is the phrase.
You are met with nothing but silence. Not even birds chirping.
Damn it. Alright, let's go in. It's a
Can I have perception check for traps?
Sure.
Real's gonna make some fucking birds chirping.
Nice.
You fucking weirdo.
No traps here.
Guys, there's no traps.
Okay, I will go off of your word.
Thank you, Granddad.
I mean, are you sure about that?
Oh my god.
I'm
He
pretty
just-
sure.
He's good at looking. When has he ever failed us with his looking?
Every time you talk, you scare me.
She's so sneaky, we forget she's here.
It's because she's a
I mean, if you
tiefling.
really want me to stare you.
I can do
I
a lot
like it.
worse.
Oh my god. She's
There-
cursed.
She's definitely a spooky, scary skeleton, and it's because she's a tiefling.
Whoa.
I'm not a skeleton. Do you want me to search for traps?
Go ahead.
Please.
Well, Crandelius just looked and he said he didn't see anything, and I trust him.
Andrew!
Go ahead if you feel like it.
I don't want to metagame because I don't know he rolled a 12. Hey man, she has a name.
Her name is
I
Woman.
forget it a lot. I am sorry.
My name is Jessica.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was Jennifer. I'm sorry.
Genevieve.
It's not just me.
Let's approach cautiously.
Everybody crouch down and we will approach.
Real presses the control key.
Who opens the door?
No, nobody can see me.
Nice. PR is invisible.
Kiar! Kiar, where'd you go? Something got him.
Everybody roll stealth. I can
Dude,
do it.
Fred, you're right. There's been a lot of nat 20s.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. We've been really lucky lately.
Everything else was. Oh, it was just a perception roll. That was almost back to back nat 20s between Cicero and me. Because everything else
Are we
was
all
just spells.
stealthing? Okay.
We're sneaking.
I think this is an attempt as everybody just walking together and just crouching down.
Yeah,
just
Credelius
gonna
is
walk up
very conspicuous on top of Calcifer.
Yeah, I don't think Cordelius knows how to stealth.
He's just bent over on Calcifer's back.
So who opens the door?
Sneaking.
Tenchi will walk up non-stealthily and just open the door.
What a
Everyone
freaking
else hides around him.
That's so funny.
psychopath.
Why is everyone so afraid? It's just a door. What
then you
could be so
realize
bad
why.
about it? Wink, wink.
And as you open the door, he like look at the party, saying it's not that bad. Oh, and you look over through the open doorway, and you just see streaks of blood everywhere. Like this inside is like a barracks house, like training area. There's like a couple like bunk beds. But there are no people here, and you can see that there are blood trails from pretty much every corner leading to the doorway. And once you get to the doorway, the blood just stops.
I'm gonna slowly close the door and turn back around and say, Cicero, I don't know how else to say this, but it's a bloodbath in there.
Alright, let me see.
By all
Are you still
means, and he
speaking?
steps aside.
No, I just stand up and just start actually.
Okay.
Although I
Go
think
on.
at that point he would have probably been like fucking crawling on his stomach.
We love the
Through
army
blood
crawl.
and shit.
The blood and
Metal
the
Gear
shit.
Solid theme begins to play.
Yeah, what's our outpost look like inside besides like the blood streaks?
There's like a training spot, bunk beds everywhere, like a war map of the region. This sort of stuff, you know. It's all in all like a really well equipped. Well, normally it's a very well equipped like kind of bunker survival spot, you know.
Mhm.
Like any amount of shit could be going down in the region, and this would be always safe just because it's so well hidden. And it's just this is the one place you would never have expected it seen like this.
Mm. Does it look like how fresh are these marks?
A couple weeks.
Mm.
I'm sorry you have to see this, Cicero.
This fine. I don't think I really knew anybody at the current outpost at the moment. As it stands, though,
That
I
implies
believe
that there are Lobo guards not at the outpost.
it means the Lobo Guard has, I'd say, officially been dismantled.
So then, what of Malleus? Why was he there, still acting as if he was a commander? And obviously,
I do not know, but that's
well, if this is the state of things,
Perhaps that's
is it
why.
safe to assume he's in Elro's pocket then?
It did show a bit of familiarity when we said his name.
Well, Cicero, perhaps that's why the man imposing as the Force Justiciar, Force Justified, that man,
Marshal?
that's the word.
Yep.
He
Maybe-
acted so odd when he found out you were a Lobo guard. His manner did change a bit, I noticed.
Cicero, you said you didn't know any of the Lobo guards at this barracks. That implies you do know other Lobo guards either at other barracks or other locations. That
Well,
means
the
there may be
ones-
other members of your order who survived this attack.
The ones who probably would have survived it would have been the ones like me who sit on the outskirts, basically roaming around. I do
Surely
not
there's
really
more-
come by to HQ that much, and it's been like a very long time.
Well, then surely there's other guards that you've interacted with also on the outskirts that may also be unaffected by this.
Maybe, but
Surely they would want to act against Elro once given this knowledge.
you are right.
As great as that, would that not mean just searching mindlessly? Like, how would we? Is there any record of where those guards may have been?
No.
Like, did the guards here know that you were in Tamrat?
Probably can find paperwork detailing that exact location.
You did send a letter here.
Is it here anywhere? So like,
You don't see it. Oh, well, I mean, if you're searching everything, you do find something else.
yeah,
I mean, are we searching this place?
there has to be information.
If we're trying to, if we're trying to look for leads on possible other guards that could join, then I would assume we're searching.
Or perhaps a clue of who or what did this? Any evidence we can give is evidence we can give to the paladins. We can find evidence that Elro's been massacring guards. That's also evidence we can use.
Well, everybody fan out. We are looking for whatever we can find.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, let's get looking.
Viva Dookie.
How big is? how big is this place? Eusgen, how big is this place?
It's pretty big. It really basically this is a base for like the country's finest warriors to come and like serve. This was like a special ops team kind of like base.
Like National Guard, essentially.
Yeah, like these guys, them suddenly all dying is kind of a big deal because they're like the country's finest.
Jesus
And you can imagine those
Christ.
shallow graves outside are where they currently reside.
Only we lived in a time where we could just like capture an image of a moment and show it to other people.
So Cicero,
That's silly.
if there's graves here, then surely somebody has acknowledged the travesty here and buried the dead. So how would your commander Malleus not know of what transpired here?
I would imagine he knew and he was just in on it. Would that not be likely?
I think
And if
that
that's
is
the case,
likely.
wouldn't it be concerning that you adopted a child to him?
He kind of just took him.
So you're saying he kidnapped the child now?
A little
At first
bit.
it was a hooray, we
Basically.
adopted the child out.
No, he was like, I'll take him, and we were like, oh my gosh, he's adopted. That's brilliant.
Listen,
I don't
You
think
don't-
that's how it's looking now.
yeah,
Hey, if we have to kill his father, we can just take him back in.
that might leave some lasting trauma, though.
But how? We'll find better parents. It will be okay. We gotta stay positive. Sun, the power of the sun.
Wasn't the child also named Calcifer?
Yes. And we immediately replaced them.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe Malleus is the good guy.
I hope.
Compared to us, maybe.
Maybe. Let's say, can I roll perception check to find anything like,
Oh yes, that's right.
yeah,
No,
the look for stuff.
This place is pretty well stocked. There's like rations for months, as well as a couple rotted bodies of like deer or something. Like obviously they like hunted a deer, brought it back to eat, and then they didn't have time to butcher it before whatever went down here.
Yeah, before this
But pretty much
massacre.
any masterwork weapon, any martial weapon that isn't exotic, you can probably find here. Just kind of like on the racks, as well as like most basic armor.
See.
Anything I can replace.
And none of this stands out, right? That like, it's been like unused, right?
Pretty much, yeah. There's a lot of dust. Clearly, whoever did this and buried the bodies. Actually, you can kind of tell because you nat 20 that perception check, didn't you? Cicero did.
When I
Yes.
entered,
With that, yes, you can definitely tell that the like weapon marks around here were not very deliberate. Like something missed and then hit the wall or whatever. But you can definitely tell that whatever did this was hesitant. Like this was like this is something I must do, not want to do. Which is even more reinforced by the burying of the bodies subsequently.
I'm going to be honest. I think Malleus came here and slaughtered everybody.
Now that said, there is one last thing you find.
And
Hidden
knowing him, he would have
away.
easily been able to pull it off. Well, not easily, but there would have been some fighters gave him trouble.
You do see one more thing. Hidden away around like maybe under a floorboard, you see a large egg. It's all black with yellow spots on it. And the material, instead of like being shelly, it's almost fleshy just a little bit. But it's kind of like squirreled away in one of these walls here.
Oh, gross. Anybody able to figure out what that is?
I'll figure out what? What now? And he turns aside as he's looking through the weapon rack.
You
Well,
see
yes, if anybody want to stock up on a masterwork thing, go ahead and grab it now.
Did you hear my description, or were you actually?
Yeah, no, I heard it.
Okay.
It's just RP, brother.
Yeah, no, I figured. I just wanted to make sure in case I had to say it.
No, you're good.
I'll go poke.
Are you gonna poke it? Okay. It is definitely hard. It's it kind of feels almost more like carapace than it does eggshell. So it's either a very thick egg or not exactly what this is.
This is what Calcifer hatched out of.
Yup.
Calcifer? Or the one to be sold off?
Both.
Both?
No, but Calcifer outside.
What the hell is supposed to come out of this one then?
Knowledge nature or knowledge local? Though this is a pretty esoteric fact here.
Yeah.
Oh, local.
I don't have any knowledge as trained except Arcana, so
I only got history and religion. Why do I have history?
where's our wizard at?
Okay, then.
Wait. Did I roll local?
You did not.
You did not. Only
Chris, why?
Prandelius and Cicero have made checks.
I'm not gonna roll.
What?
I don't think I know.
Oh shit! I think my internet is a bit slow. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. It was
All good, all good.
it was a bit slow. So.
First one's good.
Heaven? Oh, I think there is.
Right. Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Sorry, did I miss something?
A
No,
little
you're all
bit.
good,
man.
What do you last remember?
We were searching the barracks. Did I missed something
More-
really important. I'm sorry.
More specifically, which part did you leave off on? Do you remember?
Oh, I went to go get a glass of water when we were searching the barracks. Sorry. When you guys walked into the barracks.
Oh, right when we walked in. I'll leave it to the party to describe what happened here. Though you walk in and you see Cicero holding a large leathery egg, one that is completely black with yellow spots. It's about a foot tall and maybe 10 inches wide.
The fuck is that? Is that what did all this?
Either that or this is a byproduct of the slaughter.
Can I roll nature on it, or
Nature
or
or
is everyone rolling local?
either one, whichever one is better for you.
We local and 21. Same bonus.
None of you are certain what this could be.
Oh, damn.
So we just found a
Really?
giant egg, and it's not supposed to be here.
Jesus, I can get killed by
Surrounded
24.
slaughter.
Nope, not even with the 24.
Holy fuck! What the fuck is this thing?
It's a strange egg surrounded by death, and it's not supposed to be here. I say we smash it.
Wait, hold on. Don's gonna grab it and try to look through it through the sunlight and see if we can see anything inside it.
I'm going to smash
Anything? No,
Yeah.
Unless you want
hold
to
on,
keep
hold on.
it.
Give me a perception
One
check.
sec.
Surrounded by
Okay.
death. Why would we want to keep something like this? It's clearly
Nat
nothing
20.
good.
That's what
This
Oh.
this is like a matte black egg, but somehow done between his incredible sense of smell, and his incredible, beautiful blue eyes. You can tell that there's something humanoid in this.
You see, it looks like something like a person can come out of this thing.
Is it a person-sized egg?
Okay.
It's more of a baby-sized egg.
Could be something left here to kill anybody that shows up.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a trap or it's a bomb.
Should we incubate it?
It's going to. What if it explodes?
You have ink?
But what if it hatches out a powerful creature that we can tame?
And why would a powerful creature, an ally, would we find in such an area of slaughter?
One that's good at killing stuff? That hasn't been learned evil yet?
So you're saying whoever killed all this gave birth to this egg and then left the egg here?
All I'm saying is I believe in nurture over nature, and if we hatch an abomination from this, we can teach it to be good.
Are you willing to spend 3 to 6 months teaching whatever the hell this thing is?
I don't know. I mean, I'm collecting pets lately. It's, I guess, just becoming a thing that I do.
Fair enough. Enjoy your new fatherly responsibilities, then, I suppose. I'll point at Crendelius.
It's up to you, though, Cicero. I don't. If you think this is bad and we should kill it, I'm fine with that too.
I think it's whatever. As long as we don't keep it here, is what I prefer.
Yeah.
I agree with not keeping this thing among the dead.
I'll put it in my inside pouch so it stays nice and warm.
Mm. It would be smart to take the egg away from here, or it'll get a taste of blood.
Did we find anything else? Any clues, any incrimination about what happened here?
No. Wait.
Any bodies?
This is I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, wait, somebody did dig shallow graves, no? Somebody was here to bury these bodies.
Yes.
If we have buried bodies, well, we are in the middle of attempting to reincarnate a king. Reincarnating a witness would not be the worst idea.
Do you have the means to do so?
I've got a shovel.
I mean, our order is really not. We don't have anything like against necromancy, I guess.
Or I wouldn't be skeletonizing. I'd be bringing him back.
You are yes.
And that's the same way we're doing with the king.
Well, I guess let's take our pick.
I see no reason why we. Assuming you wouldn't oppose to me digging one of them up and using them as a witness.
It would only strengthen our
This is like a
case.
strange form of thinking it. I'm okay with doing this.
Where's my shovel?
Let's just pick one out of the crop. Let's see if I remember any.
Oh, is there just a random shovel laying around the guard barracks?
Well, there should be a lot of tools here laying around. Pretty sure there's like a.
Mr. DM, can I find a random shovel?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I start digging up graves. I'm also going to
Man.
add that to my backpack because I forgot. I think I forgot a shovel. I can Tamron.
I sure do miss Snagmos. I wonder how he's doing.
I do hope he's doing well.
I hope he's learning lots.
It's been 4 days since we left the keep, right?
The keep?
The party.
Oh yeah. So that means it's been about
It's been-
11 days since you left Tamran.
Yep. I just want to make sure I'm keeping track of that number because that matters. All right, time to go digging corpses. Who wants to help?
I guess I will help pick out the brother.
Let's dig out a witness, gentlemen.
Okay.
I guess I just start digging corpses.
Alrighty. Roll me a 1d6.
For okay.
For me.
Okay. 4.
2, 3, 4. Okay. You dig up a drow.
Do I recognize him?
You don't particularly recognize the though you see he has like leather armor on, and you see that there's like a massive cut in his chest. Like the top and bottom half of his torso are barely held together. Like some axe, most likely an axe, cleaved this guy.
How intact is the corpse?
Enough.
Recognize this fellow, Cicero?
Yes, I do.
Friend of yours?
I guess I could say that. This is Shao Kahn.
Think key to be able to tell us what happened here?
If that resurrection spell works the way it will, I don't see how he would have a problem saying anything.
I mean, I prefer to use Speak with Dead, but unfortunately I don't know Speak with Dead, so resurrection is one way to speak with the dead, I suppose.
I guess you are right.
How long has this gentleman been dead for?
Well,
A few months?
I believe the time I was able to estimate was like 4 weeks.
4 weeks? He's surprisingly well preserved for 4 weeks.
Well, it does take like a while for the body to decompose.
Alright, well, if we're doing a reincarnate, then I suppose it doesn't matter how long he's been dead for. Don't suppose you can help me get him into the cart and put him next to the ice head.
I will say
Can we
this
just take a
one.
finger?
I suppose we could just do the heads, if that's easier.
I would say this one is an aggressive one, so we will have to be.
Would you prefer to... Well, let's dig up someone a bit more friendly, then.
No. He's good for combat. We should. Go.
I cut the drow's head off and throw it into the box.
Yours got.
We're just collecting heads, really, you know?
I mean, that's how we raise people. If we're doing reincarnate, condition of the remains doesn't matter.
You could just grab a fucking hand or something like that, not like a whole head. The king, that's different story, but it's just some random fucking guy.
I mean, I see no reason not to collect skulls.
I'm saying if there was like a state trooper, so to speak, that we would be in fucking jail for this shit.
Just because you said that, I'm bringing the whole damn corpse.
Well, how else are they gonna identify them? By their finger?
Exactly. A fully intact drow corpse with leather armor, you said?
Yeah, just add that to the inventory real quick.
I mean, I'm basically just loading into the cart. Alright, what else? Is he just dressed in leather armor? Mr. DM?
Eusgen's gone.
Eusgen has left. Anyone else you want to dig up? If you don't want to talk to the drow, we can always dig up more. I got plenty of space. Real says definitely not having any sort of necromancer aspirations.
I think Don's thinking about. He's just thinking like, I should not let Riel know that Don's mother is like corpses like in the nearby grave. Well, back in hometown. I think he's just gonna keep to himself essentially.
I mean, don't you want to have her come back right now?
Yeah, I swear to God, if you're in 50 yards of my mother's grave, I will personally put your arm.
Don't you want to see her again, Fred? Don't you want to see her hug you once more?
Who the fuck is Fred?
Don't you want to see her again, Don? We're bringing people back from the dead.
I'm just saying, it just seems a bit iffy.
Don, why are you still blue?
I think it's because Cordelia doesn't like him.
Oh, do you want to be back to normal, Don?
Am I on blue timeout?
You were on blue timeout, but you're fine now.
Alright. Thank fucking God.
Switching back to the OG skin.
It's the classic skin.
OG Don.
Did you should just explode or something?
I think so. He left abruptly.
I think his connection might have maybe been bad or something like that.
I mean, he's on dorm Wi-Fi, isn't he?
Yeah.
It tends to happen.
Out of character, I want to mention, by the way, out of character, Real is absolutely planning on raising an undead army to fight Elro.
Oh.
So just letting you all know, like he is fucking vindictive about this shit. So
that guy's gonna have beef.
I know, which is funny because I'm trying to be nice to you, but it's really hard.
I don't know how
to be nice to Kigar, but I want to say out of character, that's a thing I'm planning.
I don't know how Sarah will like that.
I know I'm a incredibly bad Saramay follower. That's why I'm trying to convert to Kinchokuism. They also
sure
ain't
your alignment's gonna
necromancers.
slip to evil if you just keep raising dead like that.
I'm not gonna use the undead for evil. I'm using them to kill Elro.
Oh, you're
For your
using
own
undead.
whims. I mean, that's
All right.
kinda
Also,
evil.
to be fair, Real started this campaign on lawful evil.
Okay.
That's why I said you're
Real's been the
slipping
bad guy the
back,
whole
bro.
time.
You're slipping back.
I just want to make sure everyone. I want to get everyone's opinion on necromancers is all. Because having an undead army can be useful for some stuff.
I don't think we should be making an undead army planning to also go to fucking the last wall.
Well, it's going to be after we leave Last Wall, obviously. But I just want to know where everyone stands regarding necromancy. How many of you are opposed to it? Cordelia seems totally fine with
Okay, we already got a
undead.
spider pet.
Yeah, but now that I know that it's against my religion,
Oh,
it's fine. As my teacher, my guru told me, it's fine to use the undead that's already been created, but I shouldn't be creating undead.
so what you're saying
Yeah,
is
that
I'm going to
makes
have to
sense.
hide this. I'm going to have to hide creating these undead and just find them.
Yes.
Okay.
We kill a goblin, turn around, Real does something. Oh, hey guys, look, I found this skeleton. He's all small.
Yeah, that's great. Hello, Mr. DM.
I'm back. Everything is so loud now.
You're welcome.
I don't know why it maxed out my volume.
Hey, can you hear me?
Real-
Hey.
Hello.
Okay.
What?
Wait, Peter.
Hey,
Hey, Peter.
hey, Peter. Check out my new wheels.
Real is taking the whole ass dead drow with leather armor.
Cool.
Does he have anything else on him or just leather armor?
Leather armor. He doesn't seem like he has a weapon on him. It must have been taken off.
Oh, did we find any mundane weapons in the barracks?
Family photo. Pretty much any masterwork weapon you can think of. That's like not an exotic weapon.
Ooh.
I'll take a masterwork.
Do we want to take those?
Take what you need.
Well, I already helped myself to a crossbow, and he,
Second.
pats his
How
chest.
many crossbows can I find? Actually, I'd like quite a few of them. If you get my meaning, Eusgen. Eusgen.
Uh-oh, his internet struck out.
God damn it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it is that time, anyways.
Yeah, it is also like 10 o'clock at night, so
Yeah.
this is a pretty good time to call it.
Yeah, I think it's a good kind of like jumping off point and ending point, as to say,
Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
just
no,
jump
for
in
sure.
the air and then freeze frame and hold it as long as you can.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
yeah, it's just like freeze framing the fucking massacre. Yeah.
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 All right, friends. Well, thank you for the session.